Hey, everybody. Whoever's there, who's here? Let's see. Uncle Bobby. Adam, what's up, man? Yeah, Adam's new. He was here last night. He told us he liked the show. Yeah, Adam. Let me put that out. I'm gonna nuke that. Yeah, if some of these streams go down. Hey, what's up, girlfriend? What's up, Pam? Good to see you. Thank you for making it. Yeah. Yeah, all of our UK people are probably going to be over 42 stream, but they'll come in like when that's over. But I don't know if we're going to be up that long. I just wanted to do this because I thought it's going to be pretty historic. It has been mostly peaceful throughout the country. There's some incidents, of course, like they murdered two senators in Minnesota, both Democrats. They shot and killed the one and the wife, and then they shot and killed the other shot the other senator and was wounded. And this was because they both voted against having welfare benefits to illegal aliens. So they sought them out, went to their homes, and shot them. These were and it's so bad that the news actually listed it as, "Hey, what's up, Chris? Good to see you. Thanks for being here on short notice, man. I just decided to do this." But yeah, they shot and killed the one senator, shot and wounded the other. And it's so bad that the press is calling it a political targeting. Oh, gee, do you think? Now they were Democrats though, because I don't think a Republican lives in Minnesota. But as far as a politician goes, but I'm sure they do. But I'm just talking
But
personally.
even
Go ahead.
even the legacy media had to admit it was a politically motivated killing.
Absolutely, they did. They had to. Yeah, yeah, because it was. I mean, it was so obvious. Oh, and guys, these four screens, I just threw these together. Yeah, now they're eating their own. You're exactly right, Chris. This is what happens too when they run out of people to attack on the other side. Then they go after their own. But I just threw this. I created an HTML page so that I could have. Hey, Jeremiah, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hopefully the parades go okay. Yeah, well, my brother Jimmy from Philly is going to be coming on because he went to the Philly one. He's got some really good stories for you. He filmed a lot of it. He's going to put some of it on his channel when he can figure out how to do that from his phone. Because he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers, he couldn't live stream it. I guess those are the rules. But yeah, I just wanted to put this together because I think these people got a lot of gall after everything they've done in this country. I mean, think about it. For 10 freaking years, we conservatives had to put up with their bullshit. Pardon my French, but I'm angry. This stuff angers me. Like a lot of people, they watch this and they're like, "Yeah, let's get some views and all that." No, I'm into this because I can't stand these people. I really can't. There's no hope for them. They have balls that they went after us in every which way they could. They censored us. They attacked us. The whole Antifa BS, right? And now that Trump's in there and he's doing law and order and he's making the country great again. I mean, think about it. He's got like 13 or 14 trillion dollars of investments coming in already. And these people got the balls to do this nationwide. What? He's some kind of a fascist? And they're like, I had a field day on a lot. I'm probably getting banned from a lot of YouTube channels, but I had a field day just writing to these lib nuts. Like, can you tell me exactly what he did that made him a fascist? And they're all like, "Oh, well, he's disappearing people." And I'm like, "No, he's grabbing up people that have arrest warrants because they're violent illegal aliens." And
Explain to me what rights you have lost.
I said that. Yeah, I said that to some of them. I said, "Tell me what rights you have lost." Yeah, at the local Walmart, and you got to wonder, a bunch of clowns at the Walmart because the woman that inherited Sam Walmart's money, she's funding a lot of this. Yeah, you made me hungry, so I'm eating some almonds. Yeah, she's funding a lot of this crap. She's multi-billionaire. And you know what? The Walton Corporation is desperately trying to get away from her, like to separate themselves from her. I'm going to put some sound on, see what we can see. Come on. Oh, that's really loud. We got USA Today. Well, loud too. We got USA Today in the upper left. We got New York Post, and they're in where the hell are they? I think they're in LA. New York Post is in New York, obviously, on the right. Bottom left is Fox, and I can't remember where the hell they're at. I can't remember where they're at. Sorry. But then on the right, we have ABC, and they're in LA as well, but a different area. So I figured this would be kind of representative. LA is going to be the hotbed.
Yeah, I think the worst of it's going to be in LA.
No problem.
Yeah,
Ready to
yeah.
go.
This one
we
is
were-
cool. I've been listening to these guys talk in the background, like they're the camera guys.
Yeah, we were driving back from Castle Rock today, and on the highway, there were some people with banners and signs
National Guard there.
on the overpass.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, I support that 100%. You're not blocking traffic. You're
Right.
not throwing rocks.
Right.
You want to have something to say? Great. I don't agree with it,
Wow.
but I fully endorse it.
You have a right to do it. Absolutely. But when you touch
You start
people,
throwing rocks, you start burning shit down, you start, no. Your
Right.
rights do not include impeding the rights of others.
right. Exactly right. And I really don't have a problem with them protesting. Let them protest all they want. But now, I'm telling you, the formula is this. During the day, they're going to be very peaceful protests, and they have been for the most part. At night, I think these live streams, the left-wingers are going to go down because they're not going to want to show that. So that they can report, it was pretty peaceful for the day. Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually heard people. I saw this guy. I think he's in the upper left. Let me get some sound on that one. But yeah, he was. It was a guy in all white, and he had a bullhorn, and he was a Trump supporter. He was yelling at them. Look at this. Here comes the riot upper left. The riot guys are coming out with the shield. But they all surrounded him, right? Antifa and all that are there, and these guys from the crowd just kept yelling, "Don't touch him! Do not touch him! Let him go!" And you could tell the people surrounding him so wanted to beat his ass, but they're like, "No, don't touch him!" And look at that in the bottom, we got 4, just like us. Nice. We got a bunch of stuff going on, but yeah, I figured this might be historic, so I want to get a live stream in.
Yeah, glad I was available to join you. I'd be interested to see how it turns out.
Oh, I know. Well, I don't know what time. Hang on. Nah, dusk is in 3 hours. Maybe we should have scheduled this later.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you from, Chris? Right.
Yeah, I don't know how crazy it might get.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
with the National Guard out.
My brother's got some good. He's got some good stories to tell you.
Trump's already said he's not going to put up for too much over the top. And I guess it's his birthday today, too?
Yeah, and it's also it's Flag Day, the birthday of the Army, and it's his birthday.
Yeah, I imagine the soldiers are going to keep things down to a dull roar.
I hope so. Yeah. Hour and a half north of Pottsville. Oh, you're in PA. Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow, you're close to me. I'm in Montgomery County. Yeah, you're like an hour away. What's up, Chris? Pelosi's press conference blamed Trump for not calling in National Guard on 1/6. But calling in the National Guard for this. Yeah, I know. And she said he didn't, but they've already proven it 6 ways from Sunday that he did call it and that there was a stand down and the sergeant at arms said no thanks because Pelosi told him to. And the press
Yeah.
even lied trying to say that the sergeant at arms does not report to Nancy Pelosi. No, the sergeant at arms reports to the Speaker of the House, and Nancy Pelosi was the Speaker of the House. That's how they get away with it. Well, it didn't report to Nancy Pelosi. No, Speaker of the House. Who was the Speaker of the House? Well, Nancy Pelosi. Morons. Yeah, Jimmy got accosted one time, and then he had some Antifa people staring at him, trying
They
to
can
intimidate
stare all
him.
they want.
Oh, you see, if he comes on, I hope he comes on. I just texted him, and I think he's making his way home now. But he said, "I don't want to be here at night." But Philly,
it's gonna-
I'm trying to find a stream for Philly because Philly is supposed to be the epicenter of the violence.
Yeah, I'm hoping you. I still want you to get a screen for Denver.
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't know how bad it's going to be in Denver.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we had the St. George Floyd riots,
Right.
despite the fact that we've got liberal whack jobs, but I repeat myself, for mayor and governor, they didn't put up with that. They shut that down. They didn't let people burn the city.
Yeah. Well, that's what you have to do. I mean, guys, it's like I'm so tired of this nonsense. Let me mute some of this. I'm so tired of this nonsense because what we have to do is we have to deport them, get them the hell out of here, and finish the wall. That's what we have to do. I'm so sick and tired of hearing, well, they just want a better life. No, they don't. If they wanted a better life, they would have come through a legal port of entry. You know?
No, they raid the Nike store because they need food for their children.
I know. AOC said that. Was it AOC?
Probably.
I think AOC said that.
I think so.
Yeah. I think it was her. Wow. She's a moron's moron. But
doesn't get much worse. Well, no, it does. It does.
Yeah.
What's her name? Whack job lady, Mad Maxine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's just nuts.
Total whack job.
Yeah, she is a whack job. You hear some of the shit she's been saying recently?
Oh yeah.
I mean, during the election, she kept saying to anybody that wanted to listen, she kept saying, we know that the MAGA extremists are training with their guns and other weapons up in the mountains. And not a single one of the fake news said, which mountains are those?
Yeah, I remember you said you tried to face her down with that because you said, let me know where they are because I'd like to go with them.
Yeah.
You know, they're just so used to saying whatever they want to say, whatever bizarre shit comes to their mind. And, you know, they're sitting there and whatever floods into their mind is obviously a total genius. You know, whatever thoughts are born.
Yeah.
Obviously are pure genius. I mean, how could they be anything else? They're Democrats, right?
Yeah.
In case anybody didn't notice, I have my sarcasm switch on.
There you go. Yeah, tonight I am not monetizing, so we can say whatever the F we want. I'll try to keep it clean.
Including F.
Yeah. I'll try to keep it clean, but sometimes you know me. I get angry as hell. Oh, there he is.
Here, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You want to keep it clean? Why the fuck bother?
I know. Fuck it. I know. I'm not monetized. Jimmy from Philly here.
What's up,
Jimmy?
Richie?
What's up,
Hey,
man?
what's up, Doc?
So tell us.
Doing okay. How are you doing, Jimmy?
How you doing?
I'm tired, man. I was out there fighting with the commies.
Yeah, I heard
I told everybody you got some stories.
I heard you were deep in the belly of the beast.
Yeah. The Philly beef.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people give me the finger. You know, I mean, a lot
How
of
about the
people
horn?
laughed because my
Well,
sign said my
Get this.
my sign said Trump is king. See, it was the the
hmm
No Kings protest, which I thought
Oh,
was ridiculous. So
right.
I hit them with some more ridiculousness. Trump is
yeah,
king. You know. And then the
You
other
want?
side of the sign said, the other side said, liberalism is a mental illness.
Right.
So but
yeah. I
towards
was,
the
I
end,
was,
like the first hour in, some guy pulled a blowhorn and let it off near my ear,
On purpose.
and I was ready to punch him. And these two people that were the guy come up to me and told me later he's hired as a de-escalator. He asked me if I would leave.
Oh shit, we lost him. He'll
I
be
think
back.
we're having trouble because there seems to be a delay in his feed too.
Well, he's on his phone. That's what it is. I think something's going on with his Wi-Fi. I'll bring him in. When he comes back, I'll bring him in. Oh, he may
Yeah,
not know he's off.
I wish you could find a feed from Denver. I'm very curious as to what's
I'll,
going on
I'll
there.
I'll do it. Hang on. Yeah, I'll find it. Let me see. I wanted to get Philly because I'm in
Yeah,
that
that's what
area.
we need. We need Philly and Denver.
Yeah. Well, Philly. There's nothing. They all say live, but they were over. You know.
Yeah, that's what I found. I went looking for a bunch and it's live, but it's live recorded and ended.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, it says streamed 4 hours ago. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's all I was able to find.
maybe they're breaking for the nightly news. You know. Yeah, they might be breaking for the nightly news. I'll wait till he comes back in.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It says ICE are the real criminals.
Ah. Well, oh yeah. Let's give some. For that. Now that might. Let me turn it down. I can hear myself think. That might be at the parade. And the lib nuts, they don't even know their own history. They were saying, "Oh, Trump wants to show off that he's a dictator because now he controls the army. That's why he's doing this." And people are like, "No, you idiot! It's the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army." Look at this. They got Trump there, criminal. You gotta love it, man. I wish there was a way I could make this thing go up.
Yeah, one of my favorite was I saw a video, and I can't for the life of me remember where it was, but some Karen was on and saying, and she was all smiles, and she's saying that, what I like to think about is just over 3 years from now, they're all going to go to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, good luck with that, honey.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know.
Let me know. Let me know how that works out for you.
You never know because, well,
Well,
they're doing so well already that JD is going to be in there.
Yeah, I will never be overconfident, but things are happening. Like the feds just demanded all the voting information out of Colorado,
Right.
and they're going to go over it. And what's her name? Oh gosh, her name escapes me. There was a woman who put together. She downloaded a bunch of stuff about the Dominion machines.
Right.
And what's her name? And they
Jimmy's back.
charged. What's that?
Jimmy's back.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, they charged her with interfering with the voting process and convicted her for 9 years.
Oh wow.
What's her name? Yeah, and so she's in jail, but the DOJ just put basically a writ of habeas corpus on her because they say she's now witness to a federal crime.
Oh wow.
They want her. So they're trying to get her out. I forget, what was her name?
And see, these people got away with crimes for so many years, especially under Biden. And now that Trump is law and order and he comes in, there's, oh, he's a fascist. No, he's law and order. You guys have no law and no order. It's that simple. You know? Yeah, something's going to happen here. Yeah, just know it.
Tina Peters.
I'm going to put.
Where's this at? Where's it?
Where's what? There's 4 of them. The top left is USA Today, and that's L.A. On the top right, that's the New York Post in New York. The bottom left is Fox News. I think they're in D.C. for the parade. And the bottom right is another. It's Live Now, or no, not Live Now. I forget who they're. ABC and ABC 7, and they're in L.A. as well, but a different camera.
I think the Philly thing is probably just about over.
Yeah, probably. But Jimmy,
It
at
started
nighttime,
at noon.
Yeah, but it's going to go on till night, and that's when everything's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, Rich, if you're interested to look it up, you really should. Tina Peters.
Okay.
Tina Peters.
Yeah, I had heard about her.
Yeah, and the DOJ is now demanding to know, they're reviewing that case, and they want her because now they're saying she's a witness to federal crime.
Wow.
To wit, the election interference.
Oh, wow.
Richie, you see this guy in the comments? Chris Pekarik.
Oh, yeah?
He said they had a protest at the local Walmart. Just a bunch of clowns standing around the rain for an hour.
We went over that. Yeah,
Did you?
They didn't even know that the Walmart, not him, but the Libnuts, they don't even know that the Walmart heir, that she's funding all this. Yeah, she's the one. She married Sam Walton. She sucked the right pogo stick, and so now she's worth billions of dollars. And she's funding this shit. And Walmart is desperately trying to distance themselves from her because they don't want anything to do with this. So they went over to Walmart. Why they're doing Walmart, I don't know. You know, they tried to say that this was because of the illegal aliens, right? They're the same libnuts that have been around all along. They suffer from TDS. They don't like.
Yeah, it was mostly an older crowd down there, Rich.
Yeah. You would think the young people would be there, but no. Tell them
There
about
were some young people.
Tell them about the Antifa guys that stepped up on you.
Yeah, so these 2 guys, they were all masked up, and they had knee pads on, shoulder pads, and gas mask underneath, and they're just standing there staring at me. I'm like, well, am I supposed to be afraid?
Yeah.
You know? And then the one guy broke ranks, and he was like, I like your shirt because I'm wearing the Yes concert shirt.
Right.
And they finally walked away after about 5 minutes of just standing there staring at me. Right. And I'm staring at them like, look, I ain't scared. You know, like,
yeah.
If I was scared, I wouldn't be standing there with a sign.
I know. Well, I could show your sign.
Yeah, go ahead. Show.
I have the video. Let me get back to it. Hang on. We'll come back to the other thing.
Trump is king.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. Hold on. Let me get the video up.
Well, you heard what Trump said about that.
What did he say?
Somebody said something about, they're saying you're a king, and he says, I'm a king. I don't feel like a king. I have to go through hell to get anything done.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I did read that. He said, you should see. I have to go through hell to get stuff through or something.
Right. Yeah, to get stuff done, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, I don't feel like a king.
Yeah.
All right, here, I'm going to play it now. Here we go.
So here's my counter protest sign. That's one side. And there's the other.
He's standing out there.
Gonna make that eye a little bigger.
Gonna make that eye a little bigger. but he's standing out there holding this sign with about 100,000 libnuts staring at him.
Yeah. You got a set on you, I guess, Jimmy.
I had to keep watching my back because
yeah.
And at the end, a guy walked up to me right towards the end. What I did was I stationed myself in Love Park because most of the people are going to come back through Love Park,
right?
So they can leave with Trump is king sign, right?
There you go.
And this guy walks up to me, and I got the sense that he was going to try to grab the sign, so I folded it up, and he tried to grab it, and the sign fell. And then I squared up with him, and people kind of got in the way. And then I squared up again, and the cops ran over, and the dude ran.
Yeah, because Jimmy, let me tell you something. I've seen videos where the lib nuts go up to people and grab their signs and walk away with them, and they got arrested because a
Yeah.
cop comes up and they go, "Look, he just stole my." He's like, "Yeah, I saw it." And he goes up to the girl and he goes, "Give me the sign." And she hands it to him, and he goes, "Now turn around." She
Yeah,
goes,
I
"What?
saw
I'm under
that.
arrest." That was
Yeah,
great.
she was a college kid.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
She was cute. She was good looking.
that doesn't matter.
She
Well,
wasn't a bad
first
looking.
she walked along and she tried to throw it away.
Right,
Jim, Chris just said, Jimmy, he's from Pottsville.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Said, Jimmy, I'm sure Antifa had knee pads on, probably putting them to good use about now. I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing, Chris. I was like, if I had balls, I'd be standing there going, I'll bet your boyfriend appreciates those.
Well, yeah, I'm standing
Linda,
there, and
what's up?
I said, "So
Good to
what?
see you,
What
Linda.
time?" I said, "So what time do the riots start, guys?"
Yeah.
And they wouldn't respond. Yeah.
Linda said hi.
Yeah, but Jimmy, I told Rich earlier if you wanted to fit in, all you got to do is go in there and look like a lunatic, and you'll fit in.
And you'll fit in. Yeah.
The no king, like a couple of liberals come up to me and go, "Why you have that sign?" I'm like, "Why are you walking around with no kings? There hasn't been a king for hundreds of years. It's a stupid name. It's ridiculous. So I'm dealing with your ridiculousness with my own ridiculousness. How about that? So Trump
You're
is king.
demonstrating absurdity by being absurd.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Good stuff. Let me put some sound back on. Uh-oh. Did it end? No.
City Hall.
Hold on. Wow. Oh, it
Linda-
ended. Oh,
Linda,
it ended.
Linda
All right,
said all the Brits are at Sunday school with 42.
Yeah, I know.
Linda.
I know. Normally I'd be heading over there too, but I figured this is going to be like, we're going to have like, it's going to be historical if it goes bad. So far, I got to say, it's been pretty peaceful.
Yeah, well, it ain't nighttime yet.
I know. So we got that one up. Not that one.
Greg Abbott sees drag queens reading books is dangerous.
Listen to this. Now here's Dallas. I'm going to put the Dallas one on. Okay, so which one went down? The fourth one? Yeah. All right, hang on. I got my code window up here.
They want submission. So we're not here to submit. We're here to remind them that in this country, there are no kings.
Yeah, nobody said there was, douchebag.
Yeah.
Hang on, where am I?
But beyond just resisting, we're here to reimagine.
Dallas? Yeah.
How are they resisting? All they're doing is marching, holding signs.
Yeah, I know.
No more clearly than down the street,
But
beyond the shadow of the Capitol.
what else you going to do, right?
Some woman walked away, Rich, and she's like, "Fuck your sign." I said, "You're going to remember my sign more than yours."
Yeah. All right, so that's Dallas. So let me put this up. Yeah, look how fast I'm getting this up.
Rich, when KYW, when they interviewed me, he
Right.
said, "I've been looking all over for the last hour for a counter protester, and I finally found you."
Oh,
He's
good.
He's like, "You're the only one."
Good. All right, so let's do it. Let's hit it. All right, I got Dallas in there. Still can't find anything. Block that. All right, so let's see. So we got Los Angeles on the upper left. We got New York on the upper right. We got, what is it, live now? I still can't tell where the hell they're at. No Kings. And we got Dallas on the lower right. I'm going to find out where they're at on the lower left. Because I got to mark it. Come on, Pelican. All right, here we go. Where the hell are they? I think they're going all over the country is what they're doing. Yeah, they're saying nationwide. So they're going from place to place. That's a good feed to have.
Who's that, Fox?
Yeah. They're down in the bottom left.
Yeah, it didn't rain enough to really dampen that rally, Rich.
Here you go.
We stood up against King George after we called him out for our 27 grievances.
We stood up. Hey, Tessa, what's up, girlfriend? Good to see you. Where you been? I know, you're right. It's peaceful till it gets dark.
Right.
I know.
Here in Texas, while Trump was busy golfing through crises and Abbott was busy tweeting through love, Congressman Lloyd Doggett was doing something radical.
They got no power.
His job.
Well, Richie, remember when I called you about what them Democrats getting killed?
For healthcare when the
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy, it was a big dude in the middle of the street, and he said, these two Democrats were killed because of the immigrants.
Right.
And how's that for your resistance?
Right.
And he was pissed.
Yeah. Guys, because there was in Minnesota, there was one congressperson who was shot and killed, the other shot and wounded, and they shot the other guy's wife too, right?
No, they killed the congressman and congresswoman and her husband.
Oh, okay.
And then they wounded the senator and his wife.
Okay.
The same guy. Same guy.
Oh yeah, and they know who he is now. I don't think he's caught, but they know who he is.
Yeah, he's 57 years old.
Yeah.
You sound like a foreigner type name.
He's a whippersnapper, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
killed him. Now the speculation that he told me was because they voted against the bill to give medical to illegals.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that too. Let me see what else we got here.
Where's Trump's military parade?
Further coverage is expected. Yeah, I thought that was one. I think it's the bottom left, the Fox, because it looks like a federal building right there. So the bottom left one. Let me hear what they're saying. Oh, wow. Bottom left. In fact, here's what I'll do. We'll put it up. Now.
You ain't going to see nothing interesting until tonight.
Oh, I know, but it's always good to maybe we'll see something. Let's see. I just want to see where we're at. Are we seeing? Yeah, we see the chat too.
Is that in Washington?
I think it is, but they don't have it in their stream or anything. Yeah, they just started. Let me see. When did they start? Hold on.
Where can I watch?
They've been on for 7 hours, but they said hundreds of cities, yada yada yada. They're not saying where they're at. Yeah, they're just not. Oh, Right Side Broadcasting has Trump's thing. So let's do that. Here we go. We're gonna go to that. Let me turn the volume down on this bit. Where is it? All right. Hold on. Ugh. Come on. All right. So that's live. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. That's Trump's. Let me get the volume up.
The Jeep became a symbol of American ingenuity.
There he is. There he is, the king. Nah.
From Fort Bragg, North Carolina, this is the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. The 82nd received the nickname All-Americans after a contest as it represented the diverse origins of its members from every state. This name remains today symbolized by their iconic AA patch. Fort Bragg's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause. The 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band.
I'm going to check. God. Where is it? I just texted Josh to see if his guys are going to be there. If he was going, he would have told.
In a global fight like World War II, the U.S. Army knew our troops needed more than courage. They needed innovation. Uniforms evolved for every environment, but olive drab remained the mark of the American soldier. Shaped by lessons from the trenches of World War I, the Army introduced two battlefield essentials: the M1 helmet, tough, stable, and built to protect under fire, and the M1 Garand rifle, powerful and fast, and gave American troops a very clear edge. General George S. Patton called the M1 rifle the greatest battle implement ever designed, and history proved him right.
Now, you don't see any of the live nuts.
The 82nd Airborne Division. The unit is best known for their bravery on D-Day, when 12,000 parachute and glider troops destroyed German supply lines after fighting for 33 days straight.
Yeah, the live nuts.
The 101st Airborne Division, based out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky, traces its lineage back to 1918 when it first established
birthday
as
of
the
the U.S.
101st
Army.
Division.
Also, his
Known for
birthday
their
and I
ability
think
to
it's Flag
rapidly
Day.
deploy
So,
across
Richie,
the world,
what are your
it has
thoughts
held
on the
a
cost of
global
this?
operation since its
On
inception.
this? I don't
Yeah.
care.
Parachuting
I mean,
behind enemy
they
lines
spend
on D-Day to
they
leading
spend $10
helicopter
billion
assaults in Vietnam,
what
the
every
101st
so many
redefined
hours.
modern
These
warfare. In the
So
50s,
what?
the Screaming Eagles stood tall at home, protecting the Little Rock Nine during the fight for civil rights.
Little Rock
In
Nine,
recent
yeah.
decades, they've
That's
been
when
sent
Democrats
across the
tried to
world
keep
with
black
stints as
people out
far
of
as the
school.
Middle East, where they took part in Operation Desert Storm and participated extensively in the war on terrorism in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Screaming Eagles continue to lead the way as tomorrow's division in today's Army.
If there's anything else going on.
The iconic Sherman tank is here, ladies and gentlemen. It was the
find another
cornerstone of the U.S. Armed Forces, showing its military might in World War II. It became one of the most influential tank designs of the 20th century. The M4 tank was nicknamed the Sherman tank after Civil War General William Tecumseh Sherman. Actually, it was named by the British. With almost 50,000 produced during World War II, the Sherman tank was in active service until 1957. In World War II, the M16 half-track was a force to be reckoned with. It was a self-propelled anti-aircraft weapon with speed, firepower, and grit. Nicknamed the meat chopper, its quad 50 caliber round could unleash 2,300 rounds a minute. Quite devastating. It served through Korea, Vietnam, and beyond, and remains in use in U.S. allies to this day. The M16 half-track brings the fight wherever it rolls.
Where are they? Oh, a lot of it's out in L.A. because that's where all the action's been. There's one in San Fran. Oh, but they're not live anymore. Punks. Let me see. Let me get some others. Oh, it's back. Okay.
What was that?
I don't know. It's not a Bradley. Probably fires the rockets. Thing lifts up in the back.
The U.S. Army Transportation Corps motto states, "Nothing happens until something moves." That was never more true than with this. Look at this, the 2.5-ton Chevrolet Deuce and a half. Move up to 10,000 pounds of cargo and was the backbone of the Red Ball Express that kept the Allies supplied after D-Day in World War II.
And you know what you do in the Army? You take a deuce and a half as far as it'll go down the road, then you get out and walk. I know that.
Yeah. Well, my son was originally, he was put in the Bradley crew, and which, you know what the Bradley is. You get a bunch. You need like 12 guys up on a hill. They jump in the Bradley. They drive them up there, and then they take off, and then they come back. You know, all that crap.
The Korean War,
I
often
don't think
referred to
so.
as the Forgotten War, began on June 25,
Yeah, my father was in
1950,
that.
with the North Korean Army's invasion of South Korea. A coalition of South Korea, the United States, and other United Nations members defeated the invasion and advanced into North Korea. The coalition fought and defeated 2 Chinese offensives in the spring of 1951. Armistice negotiations began shortly after that defeat in July of 1951 until the armistice was signed 2 years later in 1953. Combat consisted of small attacks, raids, and patrolling. During this war, the United States deployed approximately 6.8 million military forces to the Korean Peninsula.
They're down. All right, so that was Dallas. I got to replace it because we're going back to that.
You know what's funny? You know the show MASH that was set in the Korean War?
Right.
You know how long it was on?
Yeah, double the length of the actual war.
Triple, 9 years.
Oh, really? It was 9?
Yeah.
All right.
Special
That's
thanks to
crazy,
our
isn't it?
sponsor, Coinbase.
Okay, so which one is that? It's bottom right. Okay, and this will be New York. Bottom right. Here we go. New York. New York. New York. All right. So now.
The M151 kept rolling along as the lightweight, high-mobility general-purpose vehicle replacing the famed World War II Jeep back in 1961. Officially named the Military Utility Tactical Truck, or MUT, most servicemen generally referred to it as a Jeep. The vehicle spanned more than 40 years in 4 manufacturers and were everywhere that the Army was deployed. Another rolled by earlier, and at 2.5 tons, this deuce and a half, the M35A2 classic military transport truck was a mainstay of the U.S. Army for decades, particularly during the Vietnam War and Operation Iraqi Freedom. The deuce and a half proved its value moving cargo, supplies, and soldiers. Its capabilities include up to 5,000 pounds off-road and 10,000 pounds on-road, making it ideal for moving just about anything.
Just about anything. How about 5,000 lib nuts down
the U.S. Army faced a new kind of war. Helicopters became the new workhorses of battle, delivering troops, firepower, and supplies into some of the most unforgiving terrain on Earth. This is the U.S. Army in Vietnam, the era of air mobility, fierce firefights, and unwavering brotherhood. And over the music, marching through, the roar of these legendary Army helicopters takes to the air. Flying overhead right now, they help define the Vietnam War.
Hey, what's up, Lou?
That staccato beat of the rotor blades was a welcome sound to many troops mired in combat. From transport and medevac to close air support and reconnaissance, they brought the fight to the front and pulled the wounded to safety. The OH-6 Cayuse scouted the terrain with unmatched agility. The AH-1 Cobra, also nicknamed the Snake, brought serious firepower. Its slim design, as you can see here, helped it survive and thrive in hostile environments to protect soldiers below. And the icon of the era, the UH-1 Huey, the first turbine-powered helicopter in service with the U.S. military. There was nothing the Huey couldn't do. General support, air assault, cargo transport, medic evacuation, and ground attack missions. The Cayuse, Cobra, and
keeping
Huey,
an eye on
ladies
all
and
these other
gentlemen,
channels
three
in case something
iconic
happens.
Army
We'll flip right
symbols
back.
in the sky.
Oh, hold on.
The 1st Cavalry Division Band, based out of Fort Cavazos, Texas, has played a vital role in U.S. military history.
Where my son is.
Since its origins back in 1855 as the band of the 2nd Cavalry,
Fort Hood.
it has supported operations from the Civil War to Desert Storm. Over time, it's evolved into a powerful force using music to strengthen bonds between soldiers and engage with communities.
Really?
From World War II in Korea to the Vietnam War in Bosnia, the 1st Team Band has enhanced morale and upheld the division's enduring legacy. Today, the band continues its mission using music to shape perceptions, foster trust, and promote national Army and division interests. Standing ready to serve, it remains an enduring symbol of the 1st Cavalry Division's legacy and commitment to duty. The band performs Hit the Leather and Ride.
Thank God that man won.
By Captain Robert Merritt Wilson. This piece reflects the cavalry's
having trains running around,
mechanized warfare, capturing
oh
the
my
speed,
goodness.
the resilience, and the tradition
Thank
of
God
the
he
division.
won.
From Fort Cavazos, Texas, everybody, the 1st Cavalry Division Band.
Let's see. Anything going on here?
Yeah, My friend, who actually is also
The U.S.
named
Army
Rich,
deployed large numbers of troops in support of the Vietnam War. The first contingent of U.S. Army advisors arrived in Vietnam in the late 1950s, and that quickly grew to a small team of around 100 soldiers, which then expanded to more than 600 over the next decade. As the war intensified, troops numbers quickly grew as the war between the South Vietnamese government and the communist insurgents supported by North Vietnam intensified.
Yeah, and
By
55,000 of
January
our soldiers
1969,
died
more than
because the Democrats didn't want to declare war.
364,200 soldiers organized around
yeah,
7
my
divisions
other
and
my
20
other
separate
friend
combat
Rich
brigades. The
was a
United
pilot
States
in
began
Vietnam. He
withdrawing its
flew
forces in
single
July of
Hueys. He's got
1969.
3,000
The last
combat
U.S.
hours
unit left
Wow.
South
in a
Vietnam
single
in
Huey.
August of 71.
Wow.
The last
Yeah.
U.S.
Did he get
combat
high a
soldier
lot?
came home March 1973.
I don't think
while
so.
a small
Oh,
number
really?
of non-combat personnel
think so.
remained until April 1975.
I've talked to him a little bit about it. Of course, like most guys who were really there, he doesn't, really talk much about it.
Representing the Vietnam War era is the 101st Airborne Division based out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
The
The unit
miners.
is wearing replica Vietnam War uniforms signifying the soldiers who served our nation during this time. Blistering
I don't see
heat,
anything
thick
going on
humidity,
yet
and
in these
unforgiving
other
terrain demanded uniform innovation. And the
People holding
Army,
up their little
they delivered.
signs.
New lightweight uniforms were constructed to move with the soldier. The M16 replaced the M1 Garand, calling for redesigned ammo gear and faster reloads in combat. Body armor got smarter, jackets and trousers got lighter, and field equipment was reimagined to meet the
Fight
mission
tyrants,
head on.
not immigrants.
Gone were the heavy Mickey Mouse boots,
Fuck
replaced
off,
by
fascist.
canvas
Trump is
tropical
corrupt.
combat
Okay.
boots that offered better grip, faster drying, and all-day endurance.
Yeah, they support criminal illegal aliens, and they're holding signs up here saying Trump is corrupt.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Oracle.
It's a fine piece of database software. Actually, there are a lot more than that now.
Okay. Do you
I'm
still
getting
have the feed? Do you still have the feeds of the riots?
Oh yeah, to the hopeful riots. Sure.
Potential riots?
Yeah.
Aspiring riots?
There you go. There you go. All right, so let's bring some volume up.
Okay, nothing much happening so far.
Nah, really.
I work as chief of
Here we go.
Are we good? Perfect. I work as chief of staff to State Representative Vicki Goodwin in this building right here.
Top right.
I'm
It's
also
New York
an
Post. It's in New York.
Someone who is outraged by the cruelty we are witnessing today. Outraged that instead of compassion, we get cruelty, and outraged that instead of leadership, we get submission.
Yeah, the woman talking, that's in the bottom left,
I'm
right?
outraged that
No, the only
Oh,
volume
they
I
just
have
panned away from her.
No, the only volume I have on is the upper right.
Okay.
Now she's going away. Let me see. I'll bring it up. This is what democracy. It's a shame we don't live in a democracy, you dumbasses.
So far, a lot of walking along and
Yeah, look at this
clueless.
Hitler. You got. Is that supposed to be Trump dressed as Hitler? Oh my god, that's hilarious. They never could meme. Look at it. That's a terrible hairstyle. Yeah, they got their notice and they didn't show the hell up. So now they got a final order of deportation. ICE goes in. And what happens? They lose their minds out there. Unreal.
Like I said, you want to fit in, just go down there and act like a lunatic.
That is true. I'd be like, what does democracy look like? You're not doing anything.
Well, I can tell you, democracy sure doesn't look like this.
I know, it certainly doesn't. Yeah, well, look, it's getting dark. I don't think
Well,
anybody's ever studied. Hey, what's up, Simon?
In New York, it must be getting dark now.
You hear him? silly chants are what cults sound like.
Yeah, in New York and Philly, it must be getting dark now.
Yeah, it does. It comes at the end of a bomb. Yeah. You know
No,
what they
not
say?
yet.
Dusk is like 9 o'clock tonight. I called it on ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, on Google Home. They're like 9:06. But still, no, I don't think anybody's ever studied at what level the light has to be for the a-holes to start rioting. That'd be interesting.
There's got to be a correlation.
There has to be.
8:30. It says it'll be dark.
Really? Hold on.
Well,
Hey,
June
Google,
14th.
what time is dusk? 9:05, she said. Dusk is 9:05.
Well, AI says 9:45.
Well, the AI's wrong then, isn't it?
Yeah, here it is. Civil twilight ends 9:03. Nautical twilight ends 9:45. Astral twilight ends 10:33.
I have 9:05, so I don't care. Yeah,
Civil twilight. What the fuck?
I don't know what that is either.
Well, they each have different definitions.
Yeah,
Like
Right.
nautical twilight. I'm forgetting them. I used to know
Isn't
them because I
one,
had the.
isn't one by the way the crow flies? Let me see. We're watching
No,
how the CIA coups another country. That's right. These are their color revolutions. We're watching in real time. You know what? I played last night on my stream last night, Tessa, that this guy pointed out on Rumble. He pointed out, like he showed the documentation of how the CIA said this is how we have to do things. And everything that they had written in there years ago is exactly what's happening right now. So they were the
Why shouldn't it be?
Operation Mockingbird.
Why shouldn't it be? It's what works.
Yeah.
Richie, they were
No border,
chanting
no wall.
free Palestine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh sure. Because nothing says I hate Trump more like free Palestine. That's what this is, guy. It's all I hate Trump. It's all TDS related.
Yeah, all of these people have to have like level 7 to 9 of TDS.
Oh, I know.
Remember the days when we hadn't found a level above 5 in the wild? Remember that?
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And you know what I love? I love that I did that. Let me turn the volume up on that one. I love that I did the let's see, where are we gonna go? Bottom left still? No, let's go top right still. I love that I did that TDS video because whenever I'm on forums or in Facebook or whatever, and they go all nuts, I go, you sound like you're on TDS level 7. This should help. And, I get so many curses and people screaming at me. Yeah, it didn't play well with the normies.
Yeah, there they go.
We lost Rich.
Oh, really?
We lost Rich. It's just you and I, Jimmy. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I imagine. Okay. Here, let me text him. I imagine
he's coming back. He's
he'll come
right
back
there. He's right there. I see him.
I'm here now. Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
Where are they all masked? Yeah, what I tried to do was put that other screen back up again. Let me
you cut yourself out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he knows.
Let me see. So it's the top right. That's the New York. Oh, I got it.
You know what's really funny? They're all screaming, free Palestine, and they don't understand that if they were in Palestine, they'd be lucky to get out with their lives.
Oh, I know. Oh, they would. Yeah.
I mean, the Palestinians don't love them.
Oh, no, they do not.
Not even a little bit.
No, that's not the right one. Hold on.
It's the funniest thing.
That's not the right one. Hold on. That must be behind. Let me refresh that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're back. Yeah. How the fuck we gonna get there? Cops.
Well, the problem is that all of these people are just not used to a president that's not drooling on himself.
Exactly. To hide themselves. Yeah. Yeah. You're exactly right, Pam. Yeah, because they want to hide themselves. And you know what? The guy that I played the video of last night, Jesse on Fire, he said that they told him, don't take videos of anybody, shut off all your human recognition stuff like facial recognition, thumbprints, all that, because they don't want cops to say, give me your thumb, you can open your phone, see who you called and all that.
Yeah,
So,
and they just go snake eyes crazy when they see a cop with a mask on.
oh, yeah, I know. They're trying to hide themselves. Well, maybe because
Yeah,
you
they're trying to
a-holes
hide
doxed them.
they're trying to hide themselves from the crap you're going to throw in their face.
Right. Well, that and they dox them. Like
They
cops
try
get
to,
doxxed all
yeah.
the time, and their family has nothing to do with their job, right?
Yeah.
Or
I saw some of the looks on these cops. They're like, "Oh Christ, we got to go through this again."
And even even like if you're talking big time organized crime, you're talking motorcycle gangs,
Hey, what's up,
they don't
Willies?
they don't
Good
touch
to
your
see you.
family. You don't go for somebody's family. You don't do that.
I know. Well, they don't care. They're animals.
No, these people are just animals. They
Yeah,
just
they're animals. Yeah, they don't care. Oh,
that's
for goodness sake, you had what was her name? Taylor Loren. She literally doxed. What is her name? Raina Rychik, or I forget her real name.
yeah, libs of
Lives of
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
like doxes her family, like her parents' house, everything. Right? This doxes her in the Washington Post, right? And yeah, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and so then she gets doxed, right? And she's
And did you see the
crying.
tears? Did
Yeah,
you see the
she literally
tears?
cried on video. You don't know what it's like, and people are writing in the chat going, "Oh my God, you doxed libs of TikTok. What do you mean you don't know what it's like? You're getting a taste of your own medicine." These people on the left are nuts. They've lost
You
their
know,
mind.
it's I'm sure you've seen the meme. It's this this woman taking like there's a manure pile. She takes a shovel and she flings it over the fence with
Yeah.
a big smile on her face. And then all of a
Oh, thank you,
sudden,
sir.
a bunch of
Very much. I appreciate it.
lumps come back over the fence, and she's screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. Roger just hit me up. Something about the Minnesota appointee. One American News. Great network, by the way. Oh, they got him. Vince Luther Bolter. The guy that did the shootings. He's a person of interest in connection with shootings of the state lawmakers. Says former appointee of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has been identified as the suspect in connection with the assassination of state lawmaker and the shooting of another. Wow.
And it was Democrats that he shot.
Oh
Right.
my God. Yeah,
Right.
but he's from Tim Walz. Tim Walz appointed. He's an appointee from Tim Walz.
Yeah, from 2019.
Oh my goodness. This guy, Tim Walz, what a loser's loser, man.
Does it just get better and better?
It just does. Yeah, it does.
I mean, it just you just can't believe some of this shit.
I know you can't. It's just yeah. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. They're look at that. Three different stations are posting the same thing. So there must be something to it. Let's do this. Get the sound up. Let me see if we have it here. Yeah, this is better. Share this tab instead. There we go. Hey, what's up, Roger? Yeah, I was just reading from it, man. I can't believe that guy, Roger, was appointed by Walz. Oh man, that's just awesome. The guy's such a loser. Stolen Valor too. I did a video on that one. And a story on it.
Double down, babies. Double down. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're
Telling you,
doing.
man.
I love it. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Show
I'm
everybody
telling you.
who you really are.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's crazy,
You
isn't
know,
it? It is absolutely crazy. Let's see.
It's not crazy. It's over the top, freaking insane.
Yeah,
It's just beyond the pale.
it's toys in the attic, batshit crazy is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Trump going to get up and speak now? Hold on.
like if you look in the dictionary and you
Yeah,
look up bat shit in the dictionary,
yeah.
this is there. There's a picture. This is it.
There you go. Now these are the good people. You'll see a vast difference between the two cultures.
Yeah. Notice all the signs and the Molotov cocktails and the throwing of rocks.
I know it's terrible. These.
Yo, I'm gonna get out of here and go eat.
All right, bro.
All right.
See you, bro.
I'm gonna listen on the phone.
Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks.
All right.
See you.
Thanks, Jimmy. So yeah, look at all the conservatives rioting.
I know. Look at them all. They're crazy. Look at them. I'm wondering if Trump's going to speak. I don't know.
So they're playing Barracuda by heart.
Yeah, yeah. Look how nuts these people are. My goodness.
Look at all the rioting.
He's wearing a
Oh my
flag
goodness,
hat.
their hands are up.
There's the giant phallic symbol of DC.
Yeah, we borrowed that concept from ancient Egypt.
Yeah. I just want to see if Trump's going to speak.
I imagine he will.
Yeah.
I haven't heard one way or the other whether he's planning to speak, but I just assumed.
I haven't heard back from John. I just asked, did the first cab go to DC? They haven't gotten back. They're probably busy. I think his wife went out tonight.
You know what would also be good to look at? I'd be interested. Well, it actually probably wouldn't be that interesting to look at some cities in Florida, because I'm sure you've heard what DeSantis and the sheriff told everybody.
What'd they say?
What's that?
What'd they say?
Well, basically, DeSantis got up there and says, yeah, if you're driving along and you get mobbed, you drive right over them. You won't even be charged.
Oh, wow.
And then
yeah,
the sheriff,
DeSantis. Yeah, and there was another governor that said the same thing. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, DeSantis said that. I watched him. And then I think it was Broward County Sheriff. He basically said FAFO. He said, we're going to be out there. And, and I forgot everything he said, but he basically said that, yeah, you do something. And it led up to the last thing he said. Yeah, you threaten or you take a swing at a law enforcement officer. And I love the expression. He says, we're going to kill you graveyard dead.
Yeah, I love that. I heard that. Yeah. We're going to kill you graveyard dead.
I thought that was a fun expression. I'm going to have to remember that one.
Yeah. I want to see if there's anything going on in any of these. Well, now hold on. Bottom left. Here we go. Hold on. Yeah, something's going on here. So hang on. Let me put it in. Look at this. They put their hands up. Oh, boy. Here we go. Let's bring it up. There they are. Let's see if something's going on. Looks like the sun's starting to go down. We still got 2 hours for dusk here. Anyway. Yeah, he just got back. He said, "Yeah, behind Vietnam, that's where we were." We got it. Oh yeah, I gotta. Hold on. Where am I? Here. Yeah, let's bring it up. There. Sorry.
Oh, let's see if I can send you.
What do you
You
got?
want a link? Do you want a link to that that sheriff
Oh, the
that
blonde
sheriff the
woman.
sheriff that told everybody that I'll send you the link.
You can
You can
run
look at
someone
it.
over. Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, good lord. Honey, you need to work out.
yeah.
Look at
Okay,
that.
I just sent it. This is somebody's capture of the video.
Yeah.
This is somebody, I actually like her. I follow the channel. This is somebody's capture. I haven't watched the actual video of it yet, but I know the video.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is that video.
All right. Did you email it?
And what's that?
Did you email it or did you text it? Oh, I
I
got it.
emailed it to you.
I got it.
And if you want to fast forward through her, her analysis, there's probably going to be a clip of the actual video that the sheriff was up there. It's a really strong speech.
Cool. Yeah, we'll play it before we're done, but I want to see what's going on here.
Yeah, something's obviously going on.
Yeah, something's going down. All these cops are following them. They're giving the finger to cops who haven't done anything to them. I think they're saying you guys are a little violent. What they're doing is they're pushing them down the street.
Mm-hmm.
They're patrolling them down. So they're giving the finger, but they're walking, aren't they? Look at all these cops. But they're walking, aren't they? Yeah, they are leaving. I would love to see one of these a-holes get hit by a bike. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but if they stood there with a cop run into them.
I don't wish evil on pretty much anyone other than, political death. I wish that on a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, when it comes down to it, these people have to understand there are consequences for their actions.
Yeah, they do.
And,
they're not going
you start throwing rocks off a bridge, you're going to face consequences up to and including becoming unalived.
Right.
And you know what? If a cop takes down someone like that, I got not one tear.
Yeah.
I got not one tear because, it's like I was telling you earlier, when coming on I-25, I see these people and they got flags and they got signs and it's like, okay, I support you 100%. You have a right to stand there with your sign and make your voice heard. I don't agree. I don't agree even the slightest, but you got a right to say what you want to say.
Right.
But yeah, you start doing more than that. You start throwing rocks. You start endangering people. You start taking a swing at a cop. You get everything that you deserve.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
And
yeah, there's something.
Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to break it up or just what.
Yeah, I'm going to go back into that one feed. Let's hope I get the right one. It says watch live. Yeah, this is it. Let's turn the volume up.
But every time they do something really stupid, Trump's approval goes up another point.
Yeah, why don't we hear this? Oh, okay, we do. It's just not very loud.
We are hearing it.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we are.
I didn't for a second there.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. They're going to arrest him. Said turn around. Oh, he's telling him go away. All right. Why is
Yeah,
that?
and you don't get out of the way, you get arrested.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to make that
And
bar go away.
you get violent, they're going to take you down hard. I think they should.
Yeah, I think every city said no vacation this weekend. So guys that had taken vacation like months ago,
Put in for time off, yeah.
they're not getting their time. They're not getting their deposits back. Let's see what they're doing. I wonder who's walking around. That's not a GoPro. It doesn't look like.
Well, it's at all weird angles, so
Yeah, I know. Maybe it is. Who knows?
unless it's a GoPro that's kind of
Yeah, I don't know. Well, this is boring now.
unless the arm that holds the GoPro is slipping. It looks like he's just carrying it though, and he's like letting the stick
Yeah,
fall
let's
down.
go back. Yeah, there's nothing crazy going on. Both. Wait a minute. The ones USA Today. They're probably using the same guy. No, they're not. All right. I was gonna say. So what do we got here?
Okay, Rich.
Yeah.
That video I sent you, the sheriff speaking
Right.
sheriff is at 1 minute 15.
What do you mean? Oh, it's at 1 minute 15. Okay, cool.
1 minute
I'm gonna play it.
15.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it now.
Yeah,
Let's
at
take-
1
let's-
minute 15. Yeah, 1 minute 15. That's the
Yeah, I'll keep monitoring in case something comes up. But here we go.
1 minute 15.
Call it controversial. Some might call it based. Either way, a Florida sheriff just warned potential rioters to F around and find out.
You saying 1:15?
1 minute 15 is where the sheriff comes on.
If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and
Right.
dragged across the street.
Right.
If you spit on us,
The woman's
you're going
laughing.
to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb,
These guys
or
are
20
trying
gun
not
at
to
one of our
laugh.
deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead.
I love
We're
that.
not
Love that.
Yeah.
This has got to stop.
On a recent appearance on Dave
Yeah,
Rubin's
that's it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liberty Doll. I follow her. She's cool.
Yeah. Coverage continues shortly. Further live coverage is expected. Let's see if we can find something else. What's this one? Yeah, let's do that. We'll go
I still
here.
want to find Denver. I wish we could find something from Denver.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe they're not participating.
Well, there were supposed to be riots here.
Yeah. Hold on.
I think it was on the map you showed last night, everywhere but Nevada. Nevada had like one
Oh,
pin.
yeah. All right, hang on. Let's bring this one up.
God bless Nevada.
Yeah.
But
So what's up with that? Why is that?
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but on the YouTube feed, you see what's in the lower right corner there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got.
That's on the feed.
Yeah. I don't know why. That's not us. Huh.
Well, something's there.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. It's what that is super chats. Oh, yeah. It's our super chat. Why is it still there? I don't know.
There you go. Whatever you did it.
Yeah. I forgot. I checked it where we'll show it. But I want to hear this. So why is there no sound? Did I nuke the sound? No, I didn't.
Well, there's probably no sound because this is either from a drone or a helicopter. Probably
Yeah,
a drone.
yeah. I got you. I just thought the same thing. There's just no sound. Yeah, but they normally the thing says at the bottom that there's no sound. You could see it, but let's find something else. Well, they're still doing the parade. Wow, look at all the holy mackerel. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, they're still doing the parade. Where is it? The Kings. Watch live, video details. Trump honors. There we go. Huh. Hey, what's up, Charlie?
Hi, Charlie.
Good to see you. Turn it down a little.
Adam, if you want to email the
Win our nation's wars.
link, if you want to email the link to the feed to RPW Media, Rich at rpwmedia.com.
Yeah.
That'll get to Rich.
Do you want? I'm sorry. What were you saying about my email?
Adam Miller. Look at his chat.
Oh, okay. I'm
Adam,
sorry. I wasn't. Let me see.
If you want to send a link.
Oh yeah,
Rich
send the
at
link. Yeah,
RPW.
Rich at rpwmedia.com. You can send it there. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, guys, because I'm trying to find something that's not boring. This is good. I'm not saying this is, but I'm trying to find something on our feeds here. They're not boring.
Keeping the Army forces battle ready and nimble makes transportation for the U.S. Army a very vital element.
Charlie, where are you? What city are you in?
Fighting vehicles, some designed for very specific functions and others for flexibility, but they all must be maintained. With over 200,000 trucks alone, wheeled vehicle mechanisms ensure that the fleet of vehicles are ready, and these mechanics get the job done. This convoy starts with the M777, a lightweight howitzer.
And I love how the lib nuts are like, how much are they paying for this? Like, well, it's probably a lot less than what we paid for your illegals that you put into the high-priced hotels all throughout all of New York.
2005, the M777 is currently being used in Ukraine.
Charlie, what city are you in?
The M119 howitzer is smaller. It is used by infantry brigades.
I have done highways closed. My daughter. Hey, where are you at, Charlie? Like, what city are you in?
In Ukraine.
Yeah, my brother was on earlier. He's not Jimmy from Philly, and he went down and was live streaming some of it, and he was telling us some of the confrontations he had. But he said he had a lot of good conversations during the day with a lot of people. It was good. They were older. He said it's an older crowd in the Philadelphia area.
Okay, so she's a mile north of Detroit.
Okay, cool.
The division returned to Fort Lewis in 1971, its first time on American soil since 1934. The 7th Division, originally called the Hourglass Division due to their patch design, gained the nickname Bayonet Division during their deployment to Korea in June of 1950. An inch on land
Philly.
During the liberation
Do the
of
Philly thing. Hang on. I'm going to find it. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to bring this up. This will be Philadelphia. Philly's finest, of course. All right. Let's see what's going to happen here. You know, Philly is. I told my brother. I said, when you're there, look for the buses, the school buses, because most of the people that protest in Philly, they're not from Philly. They get bussed in. And we saw in L.A. We saw the Craigslist ad. We showed it on the show last night, where between $6,500 and $12,500 a week they were offering. What are these guys doing? Do you see that? They're like breathing in to something where they hit with tear gas or something. Yeah, you don't mess with a Philadelphia mounted cop. You just don't. Because they train those horses to do everything that you wouldn't expect a horse to do.
Well, horses can be bad. I mean, have you heard the
Oh.
term war horse?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling
And
you.
they were part of the fight.
Yeah, they don't in Philly, man. They use them for crowd control a lot still in Philly, where you ever see the horses walk sideways because they're pushing everybody? I just think that's so badass when you see that. They just push everybody slowly and they walk to the side. Yeah, I want water cannons. I do too. But you know what? The days of Frank Rizzo are over. And if it weren't for Frank Rizzo, I wouldn't be here. He saved my father's life when my father was a kid. When he was a senior. He was a senior in high school.
And you weren't even a thought yet.
I was just a filthy thought at the time. Yeah. What happened? Oh, you grew up in Northeast Philly? Oh, cool, man. I grew up in Roxborough, dude. Yeah, I lived the Rizzo days too. My father grew up in Nicetown, right? And it wasn't even a nice town back then in the 50s. And what happened was he was cutting school one day, and he was going across the yard in Frazee, and there was a rabid dog that was attacking my dad. And Frank Rizzo pulled his service weapon and shot the dog. And my father was like, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah. Why aren't you in school? And he goes, oh, I'm sick. I'm going home. He went, all right, get the hell out of here. And then the next week, Frank chased my father up a tree with his nightstick. But then there was another time where my father worked at a grocery store there. And he was outside and he was, resetting like all the fruit and the veggies and all that on the stand. And he had two friends come up and they were talking to him. They were laughing and all that. And Frank Rizzo comes down the street and the other two, he's like, get the hell out of here. He has his club out, right? And the two other kids run and my father's just standing there. And Frank kicks him in the ass and broke his Cossack's bone. So my dad's lying on the ground like, oh, Jesus Christ, and the owner of the store comes out and he goes, Frankie, what do you do? And he goes, I'm sorry, you told me to keep the kids from stealing. He goes, that little dick, he works here. He's like, oh, kid, I'm really sorry. From that moment on, he liked my dad. Yeah, Jimmy went to Ryan. I went to Roman Catholic and Northeast Prep. Yeah, how about that? You're from Northeast. Cool. Northeast Prep. I mean, I don't know if you know this. I wrote their school system for them, software. And if they were still around, I think they'd still be using it because they loved it. But I wrote that shit for them. They took care of everything to run the school. Yeah, I went to Roman Catholic. You went to Washington? Cool. Yeah, my father went to Simon Gratz, which was bad even in those days. Look at this guy with the umbrella. You're not going to shoot me, copper.
He's got a bulletproof umbrella.
Yeah, he does.
Actually, you can't get a Kevlar umbrella.
Probably. Yeah, Jimmy's 62. Yeah, he might have been at the same school. Or hanging out anyway. Willie, do you remember the Pollock kid that got murdered? I worked with his father at that time. John Pollock. He got murdered because the 911 assholes didn't know what the hell they were doing in Philly. He was beaten to death. People called in. Like over 100 calls went in. Rainbow Road.
Yeah, when you have a Rainbow Road, do you remember the guy who did a burnout with his truck?
Yeah.
A pickup truck. He did a burnout, left a donut.
Yeah.
And I think they arrested him.
Probably. You can't mess with a Rainbow Road. That's sacrilegious.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a
they.
confrontation. Look at this. Let's see what else is going on. New York, they're getting a little restless. Let's see what else is there. Don't you care about this? No, I don't. Oh, tell them where you graduated, Jim. You got straight A's too. Water cannons, water cannons, water cannons.
Bring on the water cannons.
Yeah, I know. Just bring them on, man. Philly's known for that too. One of the few northern cities that use that.
Yeah, best time to use that in Philly is January.
When it's freezing out.
Yeah, some 20 degrees below day. Get the water cannons out.
Yeah, you'd have to heat them up though. Well, it looks peaceful, but the cops are standing there like, all right, come on, motherfucker. Ice cannon thing.
Just ballpark, how long were you thinking of following these, Rich?
I don't know. It's Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I don't know. I'm waiting for something to happen is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen until it gets dark, though. That's how they roll. Right? All right, so let's go here. Let's go back to this. Bump that off. Put some sound on. Let's see. Which one? Upper right. Oh, yeah. There you go. They're crossing over. Look at this. So we got down below. No sound. That's the drone again. They're in New York City there. So, yeah, there's really nothing going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think everybody's getting something to eat because you can't riot. You can't riot on an empty stomach. I mean, come on.
You can't riot hungry. Come on.
Yeah, you can't riot on an empty stomach. So come on.
Oh crap! The parade's still going on.
Oh yeah. We got a lot of shit to show off.
You know, I love it. It's like one of those North Korean parades.
Yeah. Except they don't do the Heil Hitler when they march.
Yeah, and
like the Nazi North Koreans.
And the people actually have expressions on their faces.
Yeah. And they don't look hungry.
Yeah, you ever see the parades come by? These people are sitting there, and they're afraid to show emotion, and then they're afraid to not show emotion.
Right.
And
crazy. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a documentary of someone that was able to go in there and film stuff, but there's a lot of stuff they weren't supposed to, but they did anyway. You know, hidden GoPros and stuff. And when they bring people down in Pyongyang, I think it is, whatever the one is, their capital, and they bring them through like the business district, and you see all the stores with the food and all lined up inside the aisles and everything. It's all fake.
Kids.
It's all fake.
Kids.
Yeah. It's all fake though. Like they'll have real canned food and stuff and real stuff in the front by the windows. Everything behind it, fake. It's all pictures. They don't have that kind of stuff there. Then they had people who were eating grass because it was the only thing that they could eat. And the government said, well, we're going to tax you for the grass then. That grass belongs to dear leader. And they were like,
did you hear? I forget which one it was. Said they should eat sawdust.
What's up, Hoax? Good to see you. Go with the flow. Good to see you guys. The Army Parade back on, right? Yeah, we did.
Gina,
Oh, wait.
Gina,
Yeah,
you
that's
got
the
your
Army
wish.
Parade right there. Yeah, it's right there.
Gina,
There it is. Hold
Gina,
on.
you got your wish.
Yep. Did I? Why is it looking like that? Huh. What the fuck is it? Hold on. Oh, there be shit going on here. They're migrating down. Where is this? I'm looking at this one. Where the hell are they? I think they're in LA. Fox never wants to tell you where the hell they are because they're like bouncing all over the country. So they never want to tell you. Yeah, we got no sound here.
Reserve Corps was reorganized and redesignated the U.S. Army Reserve. The Army Reserve has since served as a vital source of manpower for the force.
But you know,
times of
Trump
need, gradually transitioning
corrected
from a
his
strategic
biggest
force
fault
to
from
an
his first
operational
term.
force in response
Well,
to
yeah,
pressures
picking
of
the wrong
choosing
people.
the right and wrong people.
Yeah, he listened to
Army Reserve
son-in-law.
soldiers and 11,000 civilians serving
Yeah.
their home communities.
He listened to his son-in-law, who was a Democrat, registered Democrat his whole life.
Yeah, he listened to his son-in-law and a few other people that steered him wrong.
Let's have a big
Yeah.
for the Army Reserve.
He was surrounded by people that hated him.
Yeah.
Well, now he's got the right team, and they're all like, "Oh, he just wants to have everybody cupped up, just follow him." Well, yeah, he runs the entire
Kinda.
executive branch, so yeah, he wants people that have his agenda, that believe in him. It's not a job. It's not a fucking job program. Working for the executive
The
branch.
striker
right?
is a great example of assessing evolving needs and developing the solution. Strikers provide a balance between heavy armor and
It's called leader. You know what leader means?
Yeah, exactly.
And
These are
being
cool,
a
man, when you look
leader.
at them. All right, good to see you, Tess. We'll be here for a while. I think RSBN is playing the music.
I thought it was from that stage.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know, but
I thought it sounded to me like it was live from that stage. Yeah, you see the big stage back there?
yeah.
I don't see anybody on it right now, though.
I'm eating almonds. Hey, Simon.
He doesn't look
okay.
happy.
Yeah. For creators, YouTube just came out with, there are certain songs you can now pay to be able to have in your videos.
Yeah, there's the stage right there.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
When Americans hear
Yeah, they're
the name
playing.
Gladstone, they
Playing
remember
live.
one
too.
I think so.
The Battle of the Bulge. Surrounded by German forces in the frozen forests of Belgium in December 1944.
Can you imagine
soldiers of the 101st
how
Regiment
happy these
held the line.
kids that got chosen for this duty?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at them. I'm thinking, how happy they must be, but then you look at them and they all seem pretty happy just looking at them.
I do my music in AI, and I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound. That's a good site that has a lot of music, and they list their catalog with YouTube. And if YouTube, they hear it, they know that the algorithms they have must be out of this world, because they can hear a song and know that it's on the list, and then they know that I'm on the list to have Epidemic Sound. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, you're allowed to play like 15 seconds.
No, not anymore. They took that away.
Not even?
No, they took it away now.
Oh,
And,
because you used to be able to play 15. Well, they
Yeah,
must
not
be
anymore.
still able to, because there are people out there who analyze
They didn't
music.
get caught. Yeah, they didn't get caught. Well, those guys, they pay. There's, like I was just saying, there's a fee you can pay to play songs. But there's a guy that does the rock and roll history thing. He's pretty good.
They are showcasing the
He reminds me of Drew Carey. He looks like Drew Carey.
And there's a bunch of people who do like vocal coaches. That's a big one.
Yeah,
And
but
they
won't get monetized. That's the thing.
They do well, maybe they won't get monetized, but they're allowed to do it.
No, they're not. They'll take the monetization away. And plus, you have people. The system for YouTube is so screwed up, because you have people who can sue on behalf of the copyright owner of the song, and they have nothing to do with the copyright owner of the song.
Yeah, they do that.
Of the money.
They do that with Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald has gone out there and said everybody can use my music.
Yeah, he has.
But I know, you must be able to do that, because I see, especially vocal coaches, they do, and they play basically the whole song throughout. They stop periodically to, give their analysis, but they're still doing it. So I don't know what the rules are, but I see it out there. Maybe I don't know if they're monetized or not.
Yeah, they probably aren't. Plus, you can pick songs that
Was that one of our Army drones?
Yeah, you can pick. Well, it's probably, I don't know if it's an Army drone
or is that just one that's taking
RSPN
pictures?
maybe. Yeah, it might be RSPN, or it could be the Army taking pictures. Yeah. Oh, there they are. There's multiple. Yeah, I seriously doubt you're going to see any Antifa jackasses here. Oh yeah, it is for drones, because this guy's holding one.
There you go.
British are coming. Did 42 stream in? How was it, Linda? Let's see if there's anything going on the 4 streams. Nope. Oh, there's the Wolfman's there. Al, what's his name? Al Jones, I forget his name, but looks like a wolf man.
Hey, Rich, you figure you're going to be here for a while?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some things done.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be here.
I'll see when I get some things done. I'll come back. I'll see if you're still on. Enjoy, everybody. I'll be back, and we'll catch up with you in the week.
There he is. Let's see. Let me put this up.
We'll catch up during the week, Rich.
Yep. Oh, all right. If
Later.
you're not coming back, yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check back in, see if you're still on after I get some stuff done.
All right.
Okay, later, dude. Bye.
Later. Yeah, Sunday school, I know. That's actually why I like going there. Are you taking off, folks? Yeah, she may come back. I just wanted to see if they were going to remain peaceful. And so far they were. They really were most of the day, but that's because it was daylight out. Let me see if we can get some sound here. Where the hell am I? There it is. What's going on? Here we go. It always starts with the shriek of a woman, a midnight. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Good to see you, girlfriend. English Rose arrived. There you go. That's right.
Get the fuck out of Little Tokyo! We love LA!
We love LA. Yeah, you're probably not even from LA. They bust them all in. You fucking animals! Okay. They're getting rowdy already. The cops are just, yeah, all right, whatever. Remember during the St. George Floyd riots in Chicago, they had cops who were standing a line, and they had the protesters, and they were standing like this close to the cop's face, and the cop's just standing there like looking at him, and he wasn't allowed to do anything, but they didn't touch the cop. But he's like in his face, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can handle that. There we go. Here we go. They're bringing him in. Yeah, hut. Hey, they got Nerf guns. They look like Nerf guns. Linda, you're one of the few people that said that correctly. Thank you for doing that. Camping that they did. Most people say trumping. Yeah.
Gotta give it the first one.
Something's gonna happen here. Yep, they're telling them leave. Pushing the curfew. That's what they're doing.
Come on, leave the area. Move. Leave the area. Leave the area.
There we go. We're gonna crash. I'm telling you right now. Shut the fuck up. I am so sick of these fucking people who think that can do this kind of shit. I was saying earlier, like conservatives for like 10 years, we put up with nonsense from these people, these animals. Now Trump comes in and he's law and order. Look at this, we're chasing them now. Here we go. This is it. Is this the Philly one? Live from, let's cut it off. Live from where? Let's see. Protests on Trump's birthday. Live from Fox. That's what this is. You've been told. Get the hell out of here. You gotta love it, man. I just like to know where the hell they are. And for what? Spoil sport cheaters and don't care what you voted. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Oh, they changed course. We got more screamers. What do we want? Whatever. What do we want now? Who knows? If I was a cop, I'd be dancing to this just to piss them off. But you know what? I'd lose my job. Oh, I like to talk to the phone round and round. This right now just started, we noticed, but all day long it was pretty peaceful, Sheila. It was peaceful because it's daytime. When the nighttime hits, that's why they're doing curfews now and telling people leave the area. So they'll get them down to a certain point, and then they'll corral them all there, and that's when the violence will start. Because they'll realize they got nowhere else to go. That's why they're doing it. It's a typical move. It says Colorado. We got a Colorado feed, and Jade's already gone. Oh, no. We were trying to get Colorado on for Jade earlier. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, man. Yeah, they don't want them around because if you got those people in the same area they just were, and it's dark, you lose the night. That's what happens.
Here, this
Here we go.
area, there's Shohei, and here's the protesters down here, Gigi.
Yeah, you hear it all day long. I'm hearing these guys in the background. They're the guys that are like calling the shots where to put the videos and all. It's kind of cool to hear like inside baseball stuff, you know? Is that what they call it? Kettling? Look at this. Cops just running down saying, leave the area. Here. Hoot, 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 hoot. Yeah, I think this is going to turn into something. Like I said, don't mess with a horse. Look at the guy with the little Mexican flag. Like, really, dude? It's like he's undercompensating for something. I don't know, Jim. They keep going back. It's probably LA, but they keep going back and forth. It's Fox, and they don't tell you because they're all over the country. So they don't tell you where they're at that moment. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But all right. Well, that's done. They're moving to where they're supposed to be. Let's see what else we got going on. That all right. That stopped. Let's see what's happening. I love how these people who hate the United States, but they'll wear a flag around their body. Yeah, remember, guys, my UK friends, I'm going to be on 42 show, last show of the month. So the last Saturday of the month. It's coming up. I haven't figured out what I'm going to talk about yet. I always have fun when I do a show. Yeah, it looks like there's more people at the parade, at the president's parade, than there are at these protests. But then again, yeah, Jim, you can come back on if you want. If you need the link again, I'll send it to you. Yeah, I don't see any. They arrested a woman. Hang on. They're putting her in the. I'm not going to get there in time. Oh, well. They're arresting a woman now. Don't know what she did, but.
I need 37mm launcher and ammo.
Look at the little Nerf guns they got. Probably 2 beanbags or something. Maybe oatmeal if they're in Portland. Thanks. President. Hey, what's up, Billy? Yeah, I'll put it on the parade. Hang on. Let me just do it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, hold on. Going down.
Sorry, guys, didn't mean to fuck up.
Okay, let's bring the sound up.
Representing Caroline Robinson. I'm representing my company here at the Academy. I'm representing West Point.
West Point, yeah.
I'm representing the United States Army, and ultimately, I'm representing the United States of America.
I really came to West Point because belief in the American dream and giving back to our country.
You're a part of something that is much bigger than yourself. You're a part of a tradition of excellence and a legacy that's connected not only to the Academy, but to the American Army.
I'm surrounded by people who
My
want to make
son, I
themselves
think,
better. And
got accepted there.
Excellence is their baseline.
We would
And
have
that to
had
me is what it
Rooney
means to me
write
at West Point.
the letter.
From the earliest
Senator,
days of our nation,
and he decided, no,
the
I don't want to
supreme
go. I
tradition
don't want
of
to go that
American
way. I'll go the other
military
route.
service has been passed down from soldier to soldier and generation to generation, and it's a beautiful thing to watch.
My brother preceded me here, and originally I didn't really know what West Point was until he came. But when I saw the mission that they were committed to, of upholding the principles of American democracy and protecting the Constitution, I knew it was somewhere I had to be.
Every time that we lived outside of the United States, I always developed this sense of gratitude and pride for being
That or an
American.
ensign.
And I wanted to give back to my country what it gave to me.
And it wasn't until I zipped up the blouse and I put the belt on for the first
Yeah,
time.
it's on
I
right now.
realized that I was
They
gonna be
just did a
serving my
cutaway
country,
to
and it
this,
felt
but
right.
the parade's still
West
on.
Point was the place that I needed
It'll
to
come
be.
on as soon as
More
this is done.
importantly, the Army was where I wanted to be.
I just looked to the left and right over basic training, and realized that we all had the same American patch on our shoulders, that we're all fighting for the same thing. I mean, there is no better feeling in the world knowing that every single person around you is committed and willing to die for that mission.
You came for excellence, you came for duty, you came to serve your country, and you came to show yourselves that you are among the smartest, toughest, strongest, most lethal warriors ever to walk on this planet.
What excites me the most about my future in the Army is the
They really
opportunity
are,
that
too.
I'm going to have to give back to the American soldiers that I'm going to be leading.
Because ultimately, they don't get to choose. And to me, it's that burden of responsibility to be the best leader.
And as a young officer, that's going to be exactly what I get to do.
I was the cadet basic training first detail for the first 3 weeks. I got to see the new cadets come in from their families' homes and being in process on their very first day and watching them grow so quickly.
I would do all the formations, and I looked out at these 1,000 new cadets, people who just come out of high school. They were completely
That's our Army military.
I don't think there's another institution in the country like West Point where the student body is so committed to furthering the mission of America.
I know. It's
and
unbelievable.
ensuring our democracy and freedom for generations.
What
to
you
come.
guys went through.
I'm
I mean, we
really
know
surrounded by the best of the best.
You know,
And that's when I
America
realized
first,
this
and
is
you
a
hear
place
it.
that I
We
absolutely
know.
want to be.
West Point itself
We're
is an
embarrassed
amazing
for you.
institution, but it only provides opportunities. The people here have to choose to take those opportunities and grow and lead and serve. And the people here want to do
These are all the
that.
young
I'm
guys.
proud to be a
They
part
go,
of that.
"Oh, these young guys are
I
all
would tell
tough."
any
No,
high
not
schooler
all
who
of
is considering it, you won't regret it.
Yeah, it's a college, university, very elite. There's JD.
Hey! Mr. President, First Sergeant Norton reporting for duty, sir. Ready to commence the ceremony as directed.
I state your name.
State your name. I love that.
Do solemnly swear
Oh, he's swearing
that
them
I
in.
will support and defend
Oh, wow.
the Constitution of the United States
That's
of
the
America
latest class. Oh, wow.
against all enemies,
How honored you must be to be in that
foreign
group.
and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me
You go to prison.
according
Don't.
to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
There it is.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Welcome to the United States Army and have a great life. Thank you very much. Have a great life. Thank you.
What's up, Spanish chicken? Good to see you, man. Yeah, he did go to military school. My son went to the same. What the hell was it? It was Valley Forge Military Academy. Yeah, my son went there. He got kicked out, and then he went to Carnegie
was the best life insurance
Military
policy
Academy.
for
Got
our
kicked out of there. And
always
my older
stand
son, not my younger
with
one that's
two
serving
people
right now.
facing off with each other, and we need young leaders to be able to close with and destroy the enemy and defend our nation's interests forward.
Surrender is not a Ranger word.
No, he did not.
It's not an option. I know that I'm not going to be able to get to do this again. This is my chance.
It all starts at the legendary Ranger School, the crucible where
My
these
son
elite
got accepted
warriors
to that.
are forged. It has been described as the longest approved gut check in the Army.
Georgia.
Over 62 days,
It was like
students will
8
patrol
guys out of
hundreds
their
miles
class that was
over
in boot camp.
mountains and through swamps.
And 8 guys got
under the
chosen. He was
crushing
one of
weight
them.
of their equipment.
And he passed all the
All the
tests.
while,
They
they are
said, all right,
deprived
don't
of
go to your
both
regular
food
scheduled
and sleep,
deployment when you
forced to
graduate.
perform at the very
Come back
edge
here.
of their
So they went
physical
back there on
limits.
his day of graduation. The
But
guy
it's not
said,
just the physical
gentlemen, I'm
challenges
very
that make
sorry,
Ranger
but the Army has
School so
lost your
intense.
paperwork. Welcome to the Army.
mental
Go to your
strength
regular
will
deployment.
break these soldiers down to their
That really
core.
happened.
If I have a come to God moment, I take my PC off, my patrol cap,
the Army.
and on the inside of that, my commander gave me a Ranger tab, the
He's a
yellow and
sergeant
black
now.
one that you get during graduation. And I pinned it to the inside of my PC.
Ranger School is not for the faint of heart, but for those who are up to the challenge, it is the ultimate proving ground.
They already didn't have enough beds for people in our company. And our eyes reminded us that we don't have enough beds because there's not going to be this many people by tomorrow. Just a slight reminder of that. There's too many of you anyways, and not all of you are going to pass.
Rangers, if you don't figure it out, you're about to get another casualty.
It's completely different than what people would think Ranger School is like, but you can't put that into words, so it's hard to tell somebody something that you have to experience for yourself.
They got a saying, it's called as the tab turns. So Ranger School is continuing to change and to develop, but at the end of the day, it is the same, right? They're always going to put you in scenarios that is going to test your ability
Yeah,
to
because
actually
of
make
Trump,
decisions
we
on
have
the ground.
already
As you go through Ranger
surpassed the year's
it is a gut
recruiting
check. It's going to check you
numbers.
out. And what's
Dude,
going to get you through it is whether
They
you
bring
have it
more
or
in,
not.
but
Thousands and thousands of soldiers
There's a one
trained
man.
all their lives to come here, prepare themselves to come to Ranger School.
you couldn't get
And only
people
a
to
few
join.
hundred
My son
leave here in
joined
class with
when
the
Trump
test.
was still
It's
president.
not for everyone.
It was towards the
Not
end.
for me,
We,
so I
thought,
get it.
we didn't know that
So
the
just buckle down,
election would be
stop
stolen.
complaining, and just get the
I was
job
like,
done.
oh boy. We did a 9-month deployment in Eastern Europe, though. Under Biden, or whoever the puppet master was.
Please welcome country music sensation and proud supporter of our troops, Warren Ziders.
Whoever that is. To be able to smash the shit out of any enemy. So he keeps them updated. That's equipment and all.
Thank you, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm nervous, but I would just like to say thank you so much for having me here tonight. I am just so fortunate to be here in front of y'all, and thank you guys so much for what you guys do. And honestly, happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday. We got one more chorus, y'all.
Like every city now, up against the top. So they peddled the mission. So now I'm watching all 4, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody here, everybody that has attended tonight, I just want to say thank you so much. And I'll leave y'all with this. I'm Warren Ziders, y'all. Thanks for having me.
This career just got up.
It has been my honor, ladies and gentlemen. I really mean that. Thank you so much.
Are
Happy
you
birthday
taking off?
to the Army. Happy birthday to our President, Donald Trump. Amen, y'all. God bless America, baby!
You're right, man. You got that long hair. This just looks country, man. Let me see. Oh, there's smoke. Hang on. Let's get this out there.
This week we honor 250 years of valor and glory and triumph by the greatest.
Let's switch it over. Hang on, we got some stuff going on. They just had smoke there. Now they don't. They had two plumes of smoke that were going on. Everybody was running down, but now they don't show it on the camera. All right, we'll go back.
Soldier died in the Battle of Shock Valley. For 2.5 centuries, our soldiers have marched into the raging fires of battle and obliterated America's enemies. The dignity, daring, and devotion of the American military is unrivaled anywhere in history and any place in the world. Our soldiers do not rest until they
you
win.
don't like the military.
Our citizens know that you're standing guard, killing terrorists, crushing our enemies, and keeping America safe. But you're also keeping it strong and proud and mighty and free.
Yeah, a lot of them were
week we remember
brought
that
back
we
in that would not take
only
the
have a
jab, and they were
country
booted
because
out.
we first had an army.
And they were booted out. And so Trump brought
As
them back in.
President
with
of the
back
United
pay.
States,
They
let me
deserve it.
express my undying gratitude for every soldier here today, for every veteran and their
My
incredible
son was in
families,
June before the mandate for
every patriot
military
who
came out,
has
but
worn
the DI
the
forced
uniform.
them to get it anyway.
Our debt
Why'd
to
you do
you
it?
is infinite and
What
everlasting.
recruit is going to tell his DI, fuck you, sir?
With the grace of God, America will always prevail.
Dim dark. There he is, JD. I like listening to him.
Well, let me say to the thousands of Americans who traveled from distant towns and across state lines to be here today, this is your national capital. Welcome to Washington, D.C. We are thrilled to have you.
That's not
This
true,
evening,
bro.
as we celebrate the 250th
My son's a
anniversary of
sergeant.
the United
There's
States
no way
Army,
he's brainwashed.
the oldest branch of the greatest fighting force ever known to man, I want to say to all the soldiers all across our nation's capital and all across the world, happy birthday, soldiers. We're proud of you. And I want to say you represent an unbroken line of greatness, of excellence. And one of the things the President of the United States has told his entire administration, from the Vice President on down, is that we must remember that the young men and women who put on the uniform and serve
PTSD
this
and
nation
brainwashed
are our
broken
most
people, two
precious
different things.
resource.
Second.
We must honor them, we must respect them, we must fight for them. And that's exactly what the Trump administration aims to do every single day. And so to our soldiers, we're so proud of you. And let me tell you that the way that we honor and respect you is, number one, we never ask you to go to war unless you absolutely have to. And number two, when
Unless
we do
you're Joe
ask you to go to
Biden.
war, we give you
He
the
didn't send
weapons
us,
and
but
the
he was sending
support
people
needed
over to
to kick the hell
Ukraine.
out of the enemy and come back home safely. Now, I know I am the last thing standing between event, and that is a dangerous place to be with a lot of soldiers in the audience. So let me just say a couple of quick additional thoughts. First of all, June the 14th is, of course, the birthday of the Army. It is, of course, the birthday of the President of the United States. And happy birthday, Mr. President.
Well, it's Flag Day, too. I always have a
But
Flag Day.
I would get in trouble if I didn't mention that it's also my wedding anniversary.
Oh,
And so
wow.
to my lovely wife, I love you, honey. Happy anniversary. And thank you for everything that you do for our country.
Yeah, it's Flag Day today, too.
So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce the 45th and 47th Commander-in-Chief of the United States military, President Donald J. Trump.
for Melania. Notice he has the bulletproof glass up there. What Trump looks like? Are you drinking, dude?
Vice President Vance. And thank you to our wonderful
she's very
First Lady. And above
Usually
all, thank
compared
you
to the
to
last
the greatest,
piece of
fiercest,
crap that
and
was
bravest fighting force ever to stride the face of this earth, the United States Army. Thank you very much.
He already bumped her pay up.
Because the
He did a
Army
lot of
keeps
things.
us free, you make us strong, and tonight you have made
JB was
all
a Marine,
Americans very
served as a US
proud. They're
Marine.
watching from all over the world, actually. Made them all very proud. Every other country celebrates their victories. It's about time America did too. That's what we're doing tonight. And watching this magnificent display, our souls are filled with gratitude for every generation of warriors who have worn the uniform all the way back to the very beginning. So to every veteran across our land and right here in our nation's capital, including 6 recipients of the Congressional Medal of
in
Honor.
Iraq, but
We love you,
they
we
never
honor
sent him
you,
to
and we
combat, but he
salute
was
your
there.
noble service to our
Not everybody
flag
went over
and
there
to our
for
country.
combat.
As we celebrate tonight,
But he
we
was- he
also
was
think
ready.
of the hundreds of thousands of Army soldiers who have made the supreme sacrifice for our nation and selflessly laid down their lives in every war, from the Revolution to the War on Terror. To the Gold Star families with us today, the courage of your heroes is the bedrock on
Yeah,
which
that's what some of these
our
signs
entire
are.
nation stands. We thank you. Yes, we thank you. Today we commemorate an event that did not just change American history, but changed the history of the entire world. With the creation of
Marine.
America's Army on June
Served
14,
in Iraq.
1775, liberty got its shield and the freedom got its sword. Those first Army patriots in the American Revolution fought against a fearsome enemy and impossible odds, but they were armed with a righteous cause. They were led by an indomitable commander, a truly great man, General George Washington, and they were united by an eternal creed. Their motto was victory or death. Over the past 2.5 centuries, our warriors have shown unrivaled valor on fields of battle around the globe. With the frostbitten feet and bloody fist,
Yep.
they have marched into
Valley
the
Forge. I don't
flames
live
and
far
fury
from
of combat, charged up mountains, stormed
Go there,
beaches,
you feel
waded
it.
through torrents of
Believe me,
gunfire,
you go to Valley Forge,
and
the
leapt
fields
into
where
skies
the
thick
soldiers
with
slept
smoke
throughout
and
that winter.
shrapnel. The U.S. Army has driven
feel it.
bayonets into the heart of sinister empires, crushed the ambitions of evil tyrants. Beneath the threads of American tanks, it's done so well, it's done so much, and sent the devil himself flying into full retreat. Time and again, America's enemies have learned that if you threaten the American people, our soldiers are coming for you. Your defeat will be certain, your demise will be final,
That's when the
and your
politicians
downfall
left
will
the fight.
be total and complete.
He would. He wouldn't fuck around.
Because our soldiers never give up, never surrender, and never, ever quit. They fight, 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 and they win, win, win.
If there's that fight in every chance he can.
And that's why no institution in history has entered more names into the roster of American heroes than the U.S. Army, the Congressional Medal of Honor, more than anyone or anything.
Nope.
There was Mad Anthony Wayne, asked by George Washington to lead a daring midnight raid up the cliffs of Stony Point with unloaded muskets and only their bayonets to fight the redcoats. Mad Anthony replied, "Issue the order, sir, and I will storm into hell for you."
Yep.
Then there was the Civil War General John Corse, shot in the face in combat. He fired off a message to
You're
his
on a roll
commander.
tonight, chicken.
I am short a cheekbone and one ear, but I am able to whip the hell out of all of them. He stayed on the front lines, it seemed forever. In World War II, there was the great Creighton Abrams, besieged on all sides by the Nazis at the Battle of the Bulge. He boldly proclaimed, "They've got us surrounded again, the poor bastards." This is the fighting spirit and unyielding force of the U.S. Army. It has never changed, and it will never, ever change, because there is no earthly force more powerful than the brave heart of a U.S. infantryman or an Army Ranger, paratrooper, or Green Beret. They are the best. They are the finest. From Bunker Hill to San Juan Hill, from Gettysburg to Guadalcanal, from Yorktown to Shiloh, and from the trenches of the Argonne to the mountains of Afghanistan,
good to see you, man.
the Army has forged a legacy of unmatched courage, untold sacrifice, and unequaled and undying glory. Our soldiers have poured out their blood by the bucketful on Missionary Ridge and Heartbreak Ridge, on the sands of Sicily, Normandy, and the Philippines,
Say whatever you want.
and on the dusty streets of Da Nang, Baghdad, and Fallujah. Thanks to their extraordinary service and devotion, 250 years later, America stands tall, America stands proud, and America stands free. We're the hottest country in the world right now. And our country will soon be greater and stronger than ever before. Down
Now,
through history, we've been blessed.
it was up to me,
beyond
guys.
words, by
I'd
this
be
valiant legion of Army
broadcasting this
warriors
through
and
the
patriots,
loudspeakers at every one of
heroes
these
and
fucking
legends.
riots.
And tonight we affirm with unwavering certainty that in the years ahead and in every generation hence, whenever duty calls and whatever danger comes, the American soldier will be there. No matter the risk, no matter the obstacles, our warriors will charge into battle. They will plunge into the crucible of fire, and they will seize the crown of victory, because the United States of America will always have the grace of Almighty God and the iron will of the United States Army. Congratulations to everybody. We love our country. We've never done better. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the Army, and God bless America.
I love you, Paca.
And now I'd like to ask our great First Lady to join me at the podium. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yes, remember Jill Biden? She wore clothes that looked like curtains at a place I rented down at the beach. People are starting to shout though on the other screens. I'll put them back up in a minute. I want to see if this is over. Now, you remember when Trump gave that speech in D.C. in his first term, and I think he did the national convention, like he gave his final speech there, and the fucking libnuts came in and just started attacking everyone as they were leaving. It was crazy. It's because Muriel Bowser, a piece of crap. That piece of crap, Muriel Bowser, was the mayor of D.C., and she wanted to do nothing to protect the MAGA people that went to it. I wonder. I think Trump left. I don't know what's going on. If it's over, I'm going back to the others. I want to see some stuff. No. Oh, hold on. It's still going on. Yeah, it might be over. Oh, well. Yeah, true. Very true, Block. Oh, got something on. What did I not do? Yeah, I think it's over. Look now. It's a shame. We're coming up on our 3 hours, but right now is the time that you really want to that you really want to watch because it's when they're going to get crazy in all these locations. Yeah, they're saying 800,000 were there. You guys don't know all the songs that they play. They have a significance. Like you've heard Taps, right? Well, Taps was originally in the war. It was Colonel Diver.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the song was called Diver Down, and it
Thank
meant
you so much for serving alongside my grandfather and my great
his men heard
grandfather
it.
for
they
your
knew they had to
service,
come off the
for
field,
your
so that
country,
other guy
for
would
your
go in and take
family.
over.
And I just want to say thank you from a generation that may not have known your name, but I get to live in the freedom because of it.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the U.S.
real
service
Americans
members, men and women,
actually
especially the Army,
revere the
for
military because they
250th
have
birthday.
free.
Thank you very much.
My grandpa served in the Army in World War II as part of the 82nd Airborne.
My
Thank
father
you,
served
Army,
in
for
Korea.
everything that you do.
My brother Rob and my son Alec both served in the U.S. Army. We thank you for your courage, your sacrifices, and the burdens that you may now carry.
Thank you so much for doing what you do, putting your lives on the line for other men like me to live the life I live.
I just want to say happy birthday to the U.S. Army, congratulating them on 250 years. I want to give a big shout out to my Uncle Zadian, who served in the Army, and thank you for all you do.
I'm very thankful for the dedication and the hard work of the men and women.
These young guys,
Hi,
not all
American soldiers. Thank you for all you do. Love you.
Our freedom is not free, and we know that we are free because of you and your efforts.
Thank you to our Army, active duty, and veterans for protecting our rights and freedoms. Comes at an immeasurable cost.
Wish you the best. Happy birthday, Dawn.
Happy
birthday, Army. Thank you to everybody who's serving today and has served in the past.
Oh my God.
Love you guys and girls.
We
Thank
wouldn't
you
have
so
survived.
much for everything you do.
A big thank you to the men and women that serve our country and everything you guys do for us.
Thank you, Army, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Army.
Happy birthday, Army.
Happy 250th.
Is that it? Oh. Oh, there you go. Where's Blighty? Dude, they died in the planes. There's no getting them. And we got Osama bin Laden. So I don't know what you're talking about. I was hoping they were going to show. Oh, okay. I was hoping they were going to show the regiment that does the tricks with the guns, because that's fun to watch. And the only reason we do that is to show the rest of the world, yeah, we're so confident that we can fuck you up, that we can spend all this time learning how to do all these tricks with these guns. They're very interesting.
When I raised my right hand, I swore an oath to every generation before me. I wear the same branch insignia as the soldiers who crossed the Delaware. Before there was a nation, there was an army.
Yep, it is officially dark. We should see some nastiness coming on. They own the night. Washington, D.C. Yankee Doodle. They did a flyby. We missed it. You ever watch flyby at any ceremony? You'll never vote Democrat again.
We've seen what division costs.
I serve because unity is worth the fight.
I carry that legacy forward every time I put on this uniform.
Monument. Symbol. Oh, you know that, man. I wonder if it's a live choir. I know the band's playing. And James Madison said, "You may have one under the Second Amendment." Oh, really? Oh, wow. Really? That's what they do now? Wow. Is what normal? This on ceremony, the American Army? Yeah, pretty much.
Both of my grandfathers served in the Second World War. They answered the challenges of their time, and it is my goal in this uniform to answer and meet the challenges of my time head on.
Oh, wow.
He ain't heaven.
He's my brother.
He's my brother.
Duty, honor, country. Those three shallow words reverently dictate what you want to be, what you can be, what you will be.
The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging, and cadence count. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. Bring on now. 1, 2.
Hey, what's up, Bobbity? Good to see you back. Oh, in London, okay. Okay.
There's a strength in these bonds. There's a realness to these bonds. It's not just because this is your team, it's because your life depends on these people.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of the team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
Trained and proficient in my warrior task and drill.
I'm an expert and I'm a professional.
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
Oh, man.
When I'm outside guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier, it is one of the most honorable jobs I think that I could have had in the military.
Yeah,
I think about those soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife.
Diver down. It's called tap. Diver down, diver down, diver down.
Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than love.
Lieutenant Chicken, you ain't got no leg. Yeah, they will. What was it, Dunkirk? Probably the most boring movie I ever saw. I kept saying, when the hell is something going to happen? Yep. Yep. My father was disabled with that. Oh, I know Dunkirk was real. It was just a boring ass movie. I was hoping they could do something better with it, but they couldn't for some weird reason.
It was a humbling experience putting on this uniform.
I believe this uniform is a symbol of trust, and it represents the highest ideal.
MC Super Loaded. God bless you. Never heard that. I know, that last one was a train wreck. It's funny, nobody even refers to Biden anymore. I was calling him Dash for a while because he was just the dash between 45 and 47. See, that's what our fucking enemies see. That's why we do fireworks on the 4th of July.
Thank you for joining us on this historic occasion. A special thanks to Scott's Miracle Grow and all of the terrific America 250 sponsors that helped make this monumental event happen. And to you here in our audience who are watching at home, to those in our U.S. military who are currently serving, have served, or being remembered. Thank you for celebrating in the greatest country in the world. God bless you and God bless America. Good night.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go, last song. Imagine this poor guy screws this up. Go. Be right back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I know, she is very quiet. And they make fun of her. The left makes fun of her. English is fluent in what? 5 languages? Including English? Oh, and she came here legally.
Where the storm clouds gather far across.
All right, well, that's that. So let's go back to, let's see if we can find some damage. There we go. So let's go here. Oh, here we go. These guys over here. Top right. Top left. That's not the right one. No, it's not. Holy crap. Come on. Okay. Me no VC. Is that what he said? She's a real woman. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? The truth's coming out about that right now, Bobby. Yeah, it's jealousy is what it is. Yeah. But she was a supermodel. Dude, you're fucking crankety old man tonight. What's up with you? This is what democracy looks like. No, democracy is there are 3 people and 2 of them just voted that they get to steal everything the third guy owns and beat the living shit out of him every Friday. That's democracy. Oh, they ended it. No shit. Why did they end it? Here, let's do this one. Oh, it's back. Okay. You kidding me? So let's see. What do we got here? We hear the guy screaming. The guy with the Hamas. What do they call it? This is America with KKKA. These people are delusional. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of freaks is right. Yeah, whack-a-noodles. Yeah. That's all right, Spanish. We love you anyway, man.
Save America! Save America!
That's in DC with top left.
Save America! Save America! Save America!
The other one's New York.
Save America! Save America! Save America!
Save America. That's really going to make a difference, isn't it? Yeah, Jimmy went in there with a sign. Oh my God. I'll show you guys. For those who weren't here, you're going to love this. Let me find it. He sent me his video. He sent me videos now. Anyway. Hold on, let me put that there. Okay. Here is Jimmy. Okay. There's no sound. It figures. So let's go up. Let's go down.
So here's my counter protest sign.
Trump is king.
That's one side.
No king. Here you go. Here's the other side. Liberalism
And
is
there,
disorder.
there's the other. I'm going to make that eye a little bigger, huh?
So Jimmy, he's in the middle of the thick of it, right? He's in Philly, and he's on the phone, and he goes, I think I'm going to go to a store and buy some poster board and markers. I was like, you're not. And he goes, oh, yeah, I am. And he did. And he stood out there holding the signs. That's unbelievable, man. He sent me another one where he's saying, man, there's supposed to be a lot of people here. There's nobody here. I'm like, Jim, give it some time. But now it's true to form. Jimmy from Philly, the language, but you're going to love it. Okay, so here we go.
So here it is, the famous Love Park.
I used to work in the building right in front of it, right there. That building.
There's City Hall. There's some firefighters and shit. And this is where this No Kings, what a cringeworthy fucking name for a protest. It's supposed to jump off, right, in 2 hours. And there's like nobody here. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Look at these fucking signs. No Kings. What a fucking joke. Just what a fucking joke. Oh my God, man.
There's nobody here. I told him look for the buses and go over and film that.
No Kings. What a
That would have been
fucking
a great video.
cringeworthy fucking name for a protest. Philadelphia rejecting Kings. Oh, really? Speak for yourself, honey.
Jimmy has no
I fucking
fear.
love Trump. Fucking love him. I'm waiting for somebody to try to tell me I can't fucking film one of these fucking idiots. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You got some people to mess with him.
Unfucking believable. I'm gonna start looking for cinder blocks and bricks and pallets of them. Look, there's like nobody here. And they said they're expecting 30,000 people. It's supposed to start at noon. Right now it's 10 to 10. So.
Yeah, but they're mostly welfare recipients.
Revolution,
they don't wake
fight
up
oligarchy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You got to be fucking kidding me, man.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
just
Jimmy,
got to
through
be
and through.
fucking kidding me.
No, they just never take their eyes off focus. They're straight ahead. You gotta love it. Holding it by the bottom. These fuckers weigh 9 pounds.
American soldiers have served and sacrificed in the Army to preserve our way of life, our values, and our future. The Army's trusted professionals have, are, and will always be prepared to defend the Constitution of the United States and answer America's call, whenever and wherever needed. The drill team represents today's soldiers, as well as yesterday's heroes, who have proudly fought in the Revolutionary War and continue to serve in all capacities. They are comprised of all MOS branches and unite to display precision and excellence.
Any one of them went too far. He's not going to have a happy day, that sergeant.
The total Army must be ready for today, modernized for tomorrow, and strengthened by close relationships within our allies and partners. The Army is manned, equipped, and trained to execute any range of missions. This is done with the same trust, precision, discipline, and professionalism that the drill team displays with each rifle spin and coordinated move. We encourage you to cheer as the soldiers work their way up and down the line.
Yeah, that's where they get into doing the cool shit. You come on, Tim, if you want. I'll send
The
you
louder
invite.
you cheer, the faster they go.
You were up early, weren't you? They're not that good. You want to see good? This is the beginning of the movie, but it was brilliant, and these guys were real. Let's see, hold on. I pulled the wrong thing. Hang on. Here we go.
Remaining present at an unlawful assembly, which means that you must keep the area right.
You think about it, because of these scumbags, you got to have all that military empathy. It's unreal.
Following around safety circle is available. South on Spring Street.
Overnight.
Sujeto a otras acciones policiales.
What do we got? Where is that?
Que incluyen balas de plástico con puntas de espuma, balas de pimienta, balas de goma. El uso de estos dispositivos podría provocar lesiones graves. La sección 409 si permanecen en el área que acabo de escribir, sur de la calle Spring, debe dispersar inmediatamente.
Yeah, like I thought. A lot of these networks are not going to play it live at night. They're just not going to do it because they don't want that. They just don't want to show the violence that's going to happen. And you know it's going to happen. What's this? Rise up the monster. Wow. Yeah. Left. Food. There's Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Find another.
We would be toast. We would literally be toast, man.
No.
Te van a arrestar, güey. Hey, I'm trying to help you, bro. Te van a arrestar así.
Yeah. I'm going to call it in like a little bit if they don't start getting violent. Just Mr. Meal. This is fighting words. You know, they're like, okay, so the whole thing's over. So why are you still here? Well, let's see. Let's bring some.
And we see some counter protesters. This is the same group of counter protesters that we saw a little bit earlier, the group of people that had ban signs. We had seen them just a few moments
How do they call them
when they were in the middle of the street of Congress Avenue.
They
we
mean
hadn't
Trump
seen them
people?
throughout the protest, and I had told you when we were live just a little bit earlier that we really had not seen any counter protesters. I saw maybe 1 or 2 Trump flags throughout the entire duration of the protest, the No King's Day protest at the Texas Capitol, which was from 5 to 7. This is the first time that we've actually seen counter protesters, but they are since leaving the grounds. We also, of course, are looking at Austin police officers. Right behind them are DPS troopers on horseback. We have seen them on the outskirts of Congress Avenue, making sure that protesters stay in this general area. But like I had mentioned to you earlier, there was also DPS troopers blocking the southern part of Congress Avenue. So protesters cannot go further down. So they really had no option but to turn around and head back to the Capitol. I had mentioned to you, though, Austin police had said everyone needs to exit Capitol grounds by 8 p.m. So the gates to the Capitol are closed. Texas DPS has closed off the Capitol, but we do know that protesters are heading back to the front. So what happens when we reach the Capitol is something that we'll have to bring you live as that unfolds. But they're not going to be able to enter the Capitol. They also won't be able to go down Congress Avenue. So the majority of the volume and concentration of protesters will be right here in the street. But this is really a common presence that we've seen. We've seen law enforcement on the outskirts of the perimeter of this protest, again, ensuring that 1, protesters are safe, but 2, making sure that they stay within this general vicinity. We saw dozens of Austin police officers further down Congress Ave. We're also seeing additional Austin police officers here. And again, you can see some DPS troopers on horseback. We have some motorcycles further down, and we can actually see 1 Austin police officer interacting with those counter protesters that we were talking to you about, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. So we're heading back to the front.
All right, guys, we're going to play a little bit of fun stuff just to break up the tension of looking at people and waiting for them to go off. Let's see. Here we go.
I can't sit next to this thing.
No worries. I'm going to go speak to the captain.
Please speak to the captain. Please. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, he's assaulting me. I knew it. All these maggots, you just hit me. Oh! Please call the medic. Medic, I need a medic right away.
I didn't do it. I just reported that. I didn't do it.
I need a medic right now.
She's crazy.
He assaulted me. Calm down, okay? Right. We have a solution. I did speak to the captain, and he does agree that nobody should be in this position.
You believe this? People are like this.
We do have a seat available in first class.
Thank you.
So if you want to come with me, I'm going to escort you to first class.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You are welcome to sit.
No, you're doing the wrong thing right now. You're doing the wrong thing. You know what? You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am, but you are going to get the worst reviews, and I feel like you're going to be grounded for a long time. This is your fault. I don't even think you talk to the captain. Get this maggot out of my way, please. Get out of here, maggot.
You hear this?
See you later, ma'am, okay?
Later, I want him now.
All right.
Right now.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox, and a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to, but the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling.
Malcolm X knew.
going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man Wise, and y'all want to see what a real sellout looks like? I'm not even going to intro this video like this. You guys got to see it for yourself. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have any family members that are MAGA?
No.
You'll get the biggest kick out of this, Monet, and I don't think Pumps knows this. So during this most recent election, my husband, I live in I would say a 99.9% white neighborhood. Okay. So my husband comes home from work and he goes, well, the weirdest thing just happened. The house 2 blocks south of us just put up 2 MAGA signs in their front yard and they're black.
No.
How's that?
No.
We're the only black family that lives in this godforsaken whiteness and they're fucking MAGA. He goes, it's just such a disappointment to me.
No.
Yes. And they had 2. They're a corner house and they had, and I was just like, because I remember when they moved in, Roman, my son that told me, the prompts and all.
I'm going to start this thing over because I want you guys to hear this story from the beginning, just to let it resonate. But I've been talking about this on this channel for quite some time. I'm not on here to push people, one way or another, but I want to expose the manipulation, the tactics that we see, from these liberals, in particular, white liberals. Now, this guy right here, clown, we know what time it is, sell out. You can call him whatever you want to call him, sell out, bootlick, raccoon, whatever you want to call it. That's who they really are. But the fact that he allows this lady here to talk bad about another black person or a black family who decided to put a Trump ad in their yard, it just tells you everything that you need to know about these people, man. Last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? I was born black. I'm not a Democrat. Last time I checked, we have the ability to support whatever political party, be a part of whatever, have whatever political affiliations we would like to have. This is the United States of America. The last time I checked, they don't own our votes.
Let me ask you,
they don't own us.
Do you have any family members that are MAGA?
No.
You'll get the biggest kick out of this, Monet, and I don't think Pumps knows this.
He
So
brags about our
during
neighborhood
this
being
most recent
99%
election,
white.
my husband, I live in I would say a 99.9% white neighborhood. Okay. So my husband comes home from work and he goes, well, the weirdest thing just happened. The house 2 blocks south of us just put up 2 MAGA signs in their front yard and they're black.
No.
How's that?
No.
We're the only black family that lives in this godforsaken whiteness and they're fucking MAGA. He goes, it's just such a disappointment to me.
No.
Yes. And they had 2. They're a corner house and they had, and I was just like, because I remember.
You know what I think that they're upset about? Because they wanted to use the black family as a token of progressivism. And they found out that they're MAGA.
When they moved in, Roman, my son that told me, the prom send-offs, the culture, he's like, I love this. We need to have more color in this neighborhood. And I go, I agree. That family popped up MAGA signs.
Black Republicans are something I will never understand.
I agree.
We're cooning though, right?
This dude sitting in front of these folks says a black Republican is something I'll never understand. I just don't understand these people, man.
Yeah.
I just don't. But let's let Chad and my guy Teach Him Chuck and my guy He Is Blanchard. Shout out to him, Blanche out there looking like Tiger Woods,
We're the ones sitting up here cooning, right?
I guess.
I'm real.
Wow.
If that's not a coon, I don't know what is. Like, you got the little ring, and he's letting these white women. Okay.
He's letting these white women tell him what is black and what black can be.
Yeah, wow.
Black cannot be MAGA. Black cannot vote for Trump. Black has to be what we say it is. The white liberal.
Told them they ain't black.
I would never understand black conservatives.
I will never understand gay sex.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, what you talking about? You can't understand something. You're getting drunk.
No. People, she said, we were just talking about how we need some more color in this neighborhood. I got an idea for you there, Miss Lady, right? How about you and your husband or whoever you're married to? How about you sell that nice house in that all-white neighborhood? I got some cheap real estate I could sell you in Detroit. There's some spots available for you if you want to go in and move in and have that. Get all the color you want.
Right. If you want so much diversity, and if your all white neighborhood is so godforsaken, as you say, then why don't you move to the hood? See how that goes over for you.
Right.
What are you Oh, you
How well that
let the
goes,
black folk come in, but they not the kind of black folk you like. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I mean, these people think they still own us. They think they definitely think that they own the black vote.
They do.
They definitely do. This is sickening, man. This is sickening. And the fact that the brother sitting on the panel with these women, you know, bucking eyes and showing teeth. But on this side of things, we the sellouts, huh? These people are ridiculous, man. Check this clip out. Another set of white liberal women going off on a sister who said that she was supporting President Trump. This is ridiculous, man.
So I called it right. And am I a liberal? Do I disagree? Are you a Democrat? Yes, I am. Okay. So the only people. So I work for the only people who ever challenged me. Why did you so
You're gonna have to get up and leave.
It means that you understand what someone is saying. Okay, I think we got one. A sex offender and accused of espionage, indicted for espionage. The only people who ever challenged me are white Democrat women. I am a 35-year national security expert.
Oh, you're so smart.
Okay, well,
You so smart.
Somebody can leave
Yes.
what they want.
No,
Thank you.
Will you
Thank
tell
you.
her we were having a private conversation before she came over in my face saying, "Am I serious?" So no, don't talk to me. Talk to her. You and I already know. You and I already know who is the warrant. Yeah, you and I already know. So take your attention right over here. Right over here. Denial. Watch out, lady. It's gonna be. You're trying me. You're trying me. Another. No, why are you keep looking at me when she's the one agitating it? No. If you're going to be a mediator, then do it correctly. Address the person who you clearly see got up and got in my face. Man, go sit down somewhere. Placating to these people.
Once again, we got another Captain Saver, coming over, to save the damsels in distress. These folks having a private conversation, minding their own business. And here it is. You have liberal white women deciding to come in, you know what I'm saying, and stick their nose in a place that does not belong. This is ridiculous.
That's right.
Once again, I got one more clip to share with you guys. Let's keep going.
The way he talks down to people, and especially black women, that's
racist. Just saying, like,
talks down to black women. Oh my gosh, it's like he was treating her like his slave. It was really awful. I thought.
You think he was treating her like his slave?
That's how it felt to me. But again, I'm just clearly to other. I don't get it. Why
don't we ask somebody? Why are you're not white, right?
I was born in Mexico. I'm a Latino.
Okay, so you're an immigrant. Explain to her and I why in the world is a brown person supporting Donald Trump?
You know what? Because he stands for freedom. First of all, he's exposing everything that's going on with our country. That's one thing. And he loves his country. I have never seen any president since I've been here in the United States that shows the love for this country and the people, which is more important.
Okay, she says that he's racist, and she doesn't understand. She thinks it's embarrassing that brown and black people out here and women are out here supporting this president. I mean,
what has he done that's racist?
Well, do you want to?
I mean, everything he does is racist.
Well, it's just one, though.
You
said something
everything
he
does.
said.
Well, name something.
Birtherism, which is so profoundly racist right there. I mean, anybody who denies it's so hard. It's very hard for me with that thing. It was so close to me.
Okay.
But anybody who tried to call Obama not a citizen because of birtherism is just flatly racist.
So would she call Hillary Clinton racist because Hillary Clinton started this whole thing.
Objectively racist.
I mean, isn't it fair to question if somebody was actually born here? Because you're not allowed to run if you're not born here.
It wasn't just questioning. I mean, it was a conspiracy theory and a lie based on rank racism.
Yeah, so if it's a lie, then why does it matter?
Full page ad trying to execute the Central Park 5. He is so racist. He makes racism. I just can't even believe anybody doesn't like.
When he wrote that full page ad, they already had pled guilty.
So mind blowing to me when people are like, I just don't get it.
Why would a racist permanently fund HBCUs and minority institutions?
Come on, man.
Why would
you're very biased and you're clearly looking for an answer.
But why would a racist do that?
Oh, honey.
Why would he permanently fund HBCU?
Oh, honey.
You're very biased as well, but that's the amazing thing about America is that we can have differing opinions and have a conversation.
You don't want to hear my answer.
I do. That's why I walked up to you. Don't walk away. I think it's very brave of you out here. There's thousands of people out here, and you're the only one with a different opinion. That takes a lot of bravery.
Lots of other people with different opinions.
Okay, but I want to know why you feel it's like so important to be out here. You haven't given me an actual
48-year-old republic is dying.
You haven't given me proof though. Like if I'm obviously not white. Tell me why I shouldn't support this man.
I can't answer a question. You're going to keep talking over me.
Go ahead.
He is violating our laws. He is violating our Constitution.
Ow.
He is a felon, and he is a fascist.
Oh,
and everything he is doing, he is.
These are low IQ voters.
very
And for the
low
life of me, it seems like there's a lot of them out there, and I don't know how these people kind of fell through the cracks. But I wanted to share that with you guys. That video came across my timeline on X, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that first clip there of the two white women, talking about, hey, we thought we needed a little color, in our neighborhood. And they finally get, a black family to move in their neighborhood. And they were not happy with the type of black people that they were because they were conservatives and they supported President Trump. And they, obviously care about the country and they want to move. They want this country and they want the president and the administration to put America first and Americans first. Oh man, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section though. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Let me know what you guys think about this. Any of it. Seriously. What are your thoughts on this? Some of these liberals, and that's liberals.
Let's see. Let's go back. Share this tab instead. The top one shut down, but I'm not going to find something else. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything going on? Notice how all these networks, they switched over to Cali. Because they know nothing's going to happen during the day, and they want to be able to say, "Oh, it was always peaceful." It was mostly peaceful, all of it. But I'll bet I'm going to try to find something. Let's see. I'm going to try to find something that. Let's see. No Kings live. Yeah, it's hard to find anything that that's in the dark. Let's do this. Where are they? New York. They still live in New York? Kings, what's live? Across the USA, they all say that. So let's go. No Kings, San Antonio. All right. That's kind of crazy. You're gonna have to cut that volume. Damn. Why they got that on? Let's see, is anything happening now? Yeah, CNN and MSNBC. Yep. That is annoying. That sound is annoying. Let's see. I just got something. Where the hell's the sound for this? I don't see the sound. Oh, I probably. No, not really. There's no volume on this thing. How is there no volume? Oh, there it is. Damn. Okay, let me go back. Let's do this. Ready, guys?
Amen. President Trump, we love you. We will support you.
Latinos for Trump.
Thank you for everything you've been doing.
We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since
Miami.
2016. Co-founder Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish
Build the wall. Yeah.
Trump.
And you know, guys, that literally drives Democrats out of their freaking minds, because they always thought that, well, if you're Latino, you got to hate Trump because he wants to build a wall. And they're like, no, we want the wall because they're no different than anybody else. Planting garlic today? Okay. Oh, what? I didn't even realize that was you because my camera's in the way. What's up, Dawn? Good to see you. Let's see.
2024, man. We have to protect this country.
Yeah, I mean, God love them all, you know. So I'm still trying to see if there's anything cray going on. Yeah, I think something's going to happen. Hang on. Let me go here. Oh, let's turn that on. Is there sound? Here we go. Trying to take a guy's flag. Look at this. They're throwing shit at it. Look at it. I knew it was far. I'd be like, dude, you're wearing a mask. You lose. Right, it's not happening anymore. Good for him.
It is happening now. It is happening now. What do you mean it's not going to happen? It's happening now. This is the United States of America. This is not occupied Mexico. This is not stolen land.
Flowers eyes. What would I do for my drink? Guy's got balls. You got to give it to him. There's another Jimmy from Philly.
We can't be fighting amongst ourselves, guys. Just turn your back on it. Just turn your back on it. He's rage baiting y'all. Come on, grow up. Let him by himself. Let him by himself.
Okay.
Keep going down Broadway. Down Broadway. Leave him by himself.
And I'm going to tell you something. None of these, not a single one out there knows what a fascist really is. Look in the mirror. They supported a fascist for 4 years. They have no idea what a fascist is. They got balls throwing the Mexican flag in there. What the hell? And then they don't want to be deported back there. It's such a great country.
You all right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Simon. They use words. They have no idea what they're saying. that we're a democracy. Trump's a fascist. We could be here all day talking about the things that Biden did that was fascist. Just the censorship alone, the government forcing private corporations to censor you, that's fascism. Here. Trying to find some others. San Antonio. Is that where we're at? No. It's not where we're at. Let's see. Well, let's turn this on. Oh, that's that guy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they look like they're squaring up. They want something to happen. Yeah, I don't see them burning any cars today, any cop cars today, right? It's a nice car. I wouldn't want to see that burned. Look at this shit. Yeah, those are part of the buses that are probably bussing people in. Guy's got a flag in the back. I love it. All right, well, let's go back to here.
So cool. What you guys are doing, brother?
And cops and military appreciate it when you thank them. They really do.
Hey, get home safe.
Yeah, I know out there. Oh, to be 7. Well, one, I think it's San Antonio, so you're right.
You don't like protection? You don't like protection? You don't like protection? Hey, please, please. Come on, let's go. On the fence line. Come on, please. Yep. Get home safe. Come on. Keep on moving.
Well, let's flip over to here.
This is probably why you shouldn't try to kick a police officer.
Oh,
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Oh, that's
This
nasty.
is probably why you shouldn't try to kick a police officer.
Yep, that's me.
Oh dear. Let's go back to this. Will Johnson unite him. I used to write for him, Chris. I used to write for Will Johnson. I was telling him Christ is king. Yeah. But they're going to burst into flight. Yeah. Yeah, I wrote for him back at the same time I wrote for David Harris Jr. I almost got a job writing for Tatum, but somebody else got the gig. I wrote for him. I like him. The Officer Tatum, Arizona. Yeah, if you go back like 4 years, you'll see my stuff on his website. I didn't make a lot with him because back then Will wasn't that big. Made a lot with David. He was huge. We kicked ass. I just want to see. You got all these Mexican flags. Gotta love it. Yeah, see, the cops are herding them now. Same time, same bat channel. They're using the same tactic. They're herding them away because curfew's coming. I wanted to see something, but I'm glad I'm not seeing anything. You know, I don't want to see people get hurt. But still. Yeah, we're not seeing it. Is there anything else here? Races against fascism. No, okay. See if there's something else. They're jumping the fences. Where the hell are they? They're jumping fences here. Come on. Let me see.
Get home safe, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get home safe. Come on. Hey, we don't want nobody to get hurt. Come on. We don't want nobody to get hurt. Come on.
Here we go. Let's all that out. Why won't it go up? I don't know why it won't go up. But it just won't go up. It's weird because when it goes up, I lose the ability to go back to the main part. It's weird. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, we'll go back to this one. All right. It's time for a commercial.
Fucking God. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to talk about this piece of shit product. You see this fucking pump? Do you know how fucking hard it was to figure out how to open this fucking thing? Look on Google. They got videos. People are like fucking going crazy. 15 fucking minutes fucking around trying to figure out how to open this fucking thing. I sent Suave a message like, fuck you people.
Oh my goodness. I think in. Oh, it says my. Sorry, guys. It's saying. Let's see. What are we doing here? Hang on. I'll be right back. The camera. There we are. I'm back. Let's see. Everything changed. It shifted over. I don't know why. Sorry about that. But yeah, Jimmy with the PSA. Exactly. And I've played it before, and it's quite funny. Jimmy's complaining about how to open up the body wash thing. And he's right. Sometimes those things, like, you're like, how the hell do you get it open? Because you spin it around this way, it doesn't open. You spin it around this way, it doesn't open. That's pretty funny, man. I thought you guys get a kick out of that. Well, we're hitting the 4-hour mark, guys, and I don't think anything's going to happen. So I got to get up for church. So we're going to call it a night. I appreciate you guys. Guys, you guys came out, and I gave like 45 minutes notice, so I love you all, man. Thank you for being here. You guys made it fun, actually. I hope you learned some stuff about our military. I hope you learned some stuff about how pretty awesome President Trump is. I hope you learned some stuff about trying to open up some body wash bottles. But I'm gonna call it a night. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, let me see. How many do we have? I got to go through this whole rigmarole just to get there. Let me see. Live. What do you know? Come on, get in there. Oh, for the love of Pete. Here we go. And all right, we got 21. Hey, 22. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Yep. Have a good night, Tess. Have a good night, Dawn. Oh, hold on. I got one more I can play. Let me see. Let me see if I got one more on the way out. Nope. Wait. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I thought I had that. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, shit. Sorry. Oh, this is not easy. All right, here we go. I'm going to play this final one. Oops, let me take that off. Aw, you're the best. Thank you, Dawn. I love you guys being here. It means a lot. Let me put this last one up. Here we go.
Okay, that's funny. Do you know what I'm going to do when I go to LA this Friday? I'm going to get President Trump and MAGA stickers and place them all over the rioters' cars and sit back and watch them destroy each other's cars.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Oh, that's a great idea. Think about that. I would have never thought to do something like that. Put MAGA stickers on the rioters' cars and watch them beat the hell out of each other's cars. That's funny as hell. All right, guys. Thank you very much. You guys have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day. Happy birthday, President Trump. Happy birthday, U.S. Army. All right. Do me a favor. Bring your friends next time. I keep saying it. Bring your friends next time to the next stream. Watch my videos. Read my stories. Thank you. Love you all. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Good night. Happy Father's Day, everybody.